Welcome to Memorial Field in State College, and welcome to our broadcast on CNET. Alongside Colin Christie, I'm Adam Peterzak. Happy to have you along with us tonight for the State College Little Lions and the Harrisburg Cougars. Both teams 2-0 entering this game. Colin, what are you looking forward to most in this one?
Boy, I think it's going to be all the D1 talent in this game. There is a lot. We got a lot of guys committed to be going to play at the Power 5 level after this. So I'm most looking forward to those guys. Specifically on Harrisburg, Kevin Brown, who's a tackle for them. And then on State High, looking forward to see Dante Sheffy, great running back. So, yeah, a lot of D1 talent in this game. Looking forward to see these guys, in the spotlight here. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Kevin Brown has to be the big-time player that everybody has their eyes on for Harrisburg. Standing 6'5", 290. He's a four-star Penn State commit. His father, Tim, played for West Virginia back in the day. And then, like you said, at State High, Dante Sheffy, a three-star commit for Syracuse. And he's a great runner. Gets a lot of Le'Veon Bell comparisons.
He does. It's that patient running style. Once he sees the hole, he'll hit it hard. But it's that really patient running style that I think makes him special.
Game, our referee,
we saw the coin toss occur very early before the game.
Yeah, around a half hour before, yeah.
You were talking about how you had never seen it occur that early before. And since we didn't get to cover it on here, we can say that Harrisburg won the toss. They chose to defer to the second half. They will be kicking off to the right side.
Ladies
of
and
State
gentlemen,
College. We'll be receiving.
We would ask you to stand as one for the Keller kickoff.
Kickoff about to begin here from Memorial Field.
Now look for some short kicks. Last week against Bishop McDivitt, there were some short kicks from Harrisburg.
And fans, we have one remaining question.
And it looks like Sheffy is back deep for State High.
For State High football.
Like Colin said, questionable special teams unit and questionable kicking so far this year from Harrisburg. We're going to see how it looks here right now as they have chosen to defer. We're going to see the kick right here. Dante Sheffy back to receive for State College.
Yep, it's Sheffy and Code back.
Game about to begin. Last year, these two teams faced off in Harrisburg to a final score of 7-6. Hoping to see some more offense and more fireworks tonight in this one.
Definitely a very different game this year. A lot of guys graduated, went to the next level, so it's definitely going to be an interesting game this time here in State College, and we're looking forward to a good one today.
Yep, game about to get underway here. From Memorial Field in State College, both teams look ready to go. Everybody getting set up. Sheffy back to receive.
Yep, it looks like it's Sheffy and Code. They're standing around the 10-yard line looking for a shorter kick.
And that is a smart strategy like we talked about. Their kicks go very short, Harrisburg's. So State College is going to be lined up shorter here, hoping to get a good kick and return it as far as they can.
Yeah, and I think part of the shorter kick is to limit the return. Unfortunately, sometimes it does the opposite if you can't get down and cover the kick well enough. But, yeah, there is something to kicking short. Try to have your guys rally down, but we'll see what happens here.
Not what you want to happen early on in the game if you're Harrisburg, but I'm very interested to see how this works out for them. And State College is going to be getting the ball first. See if they can strike right away depending on the distance they receive the ball from and how far they're able to take this one out.
For sure.
So we thank you for tuning in to CNET. To check us all out tonight, we are here at Memorial Field in State College. It is the State High Cougars and State High Little Lions, and the Harrisburg Cougars. Colin Christie, Adam Peterzak, ready to get you started as Arp kicks it off. It is a short kick. It bounces. It is recovered by State College. Taking it out is Sheffy to the left side of the field. He gets past the 30, past the 40, and out of bounds near midfield. Great starting position for State College.
And that's exactly what we're talking about in the scouting report, right? Sheffy is one of your best players. They kick off short. And you saw Sheffy field it on the bounce. And he does a great job getting to the outside. Good blocking downfield by the Little Lions.
Perfect result for State College in that one. And you're going to see later on with Harrisburg's kicking unit, we'll see how they choose to manage if they have touchdown drives. And we are going to see the quarterback for State College here very early on. Connor Kolka in there at quarterback, ready to get this game started.
And it looks like State High is going to get 5 yards. It looks like. Yep.
We have a flag early on.
It's encroachment, so it's a 5-yard penalty. Now the ball's at the 50.
State College, what a great starting position. If you're the Little Lions, you are thrilled to be starting this drive from the 50-yard line. That is something you don't see every day.
Yeah, I mean, if you can start to drive off at the 50, I mean, that's really what you're looking to do. And, I mean, this is a dream come true, like you said, to start.
If you're Connor Krolka, you are thrilled here as he's about to get this snap. And we're going to get things going. Kolka gets the snap, hands it up the middle. Not going to get very much on that drive. They stay right about at midfield.
Dante Sheffy on the
that was Dante Sheffy. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not much of a hole there.
Okay.
That's good to see from Harrisburg. Last week their run defense was below average, we'll say, against Bishop McDivitt. So good start for Harrisburg and limiting the run game.
No gain on that play. Still 2nd and 5. Kolk going to take the snap again. He's still got Sheffy in the backfield. Motion man to the left side. Snap, no handoff. He throws it to the left side. That is completed. And that is Keen Furmanek.
Is complete to Jake Lukac.
Yeah, so that was Furmanek. Furmanek's kind of a wild card in this offense. He'll move around, play some wildcat quarterback. Kind of reminds me of Will Levis when he was here at Penn State. So he's kind of a wild card for this team. He shows it off right there at tight end.
And that will be a first down for State College. They take over at the 55-yard line.
5 down front here for Harrisburg, looking to limit the run game early. Now they go back to their base 4-3, walk it up.
1st and 10 from the 55. Kolka fakes, passes out to the right side. That is Jake Lukac, and he gets down near the 32-yard line.
Complete to Jake Lukac.
It's a great job breaking the tackle by Lukac.
13 on the play.
13-yard gain. That'll be another first down for the Little Lions.
Correction. Gain of
And when you
11
think you're,
on the
you know, as
11 on the play, I apologize.
34. That's a State High first down.
And when you think of tight ends, you don't necessarily think of broken tackle ability, but he did show there. Yards after catch is at a premium today, and he shows off that ability there.
He surely does. As the second first down of this drive for State College, Kolka takes a snap, going to roll out toward the left side, facing some trouble, still on the run, and he hits Jake Lukac again.
Kolka's pass is complete to Jake Lukac.
That's a good job by Lukac, never giving up on that play.
Gain of 6.
Kolka's first reads were not open. He looks down the field, and Lukac does a good job of staying locked on with his quarterback's eyes, looking for the ball.
And a great job as well by Kolka on that play to evade that pressure and still complete a pass. As they said, that is a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 from about the 28-yard line.
And this is where I'd expect to see Dante Sheffy.
Sheffy is lined up in the backfield. Kolka takes a snap, hands it off. Sheffy up the middle, evading some tackles, still going, and he's down to the 10. Another first down for State College.
And this is what we were talking about in the pregame, right? Reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell, that patient running, great jump cuts there, makes a couple man miss, and gets the big first down.
He had a 36-yard run against Altoona last week, and he's showing off that speed and those legs early on here. And State College lined up very well. 1st and goal from the 10. Just a couple plays into this drive.
At the top of your screen, look for Daimir Code. He's a red zone threat.
Code lined up toward the top. Kolka takes a snap. He'll take it himself. Moving toward the right side. Not much of a gain there. Just about a yard, if any.
Connor Kolka on the carry.
Well, that was a great job of contain right there. Not fooled at all by that fake.
A gain of 1 on that play. At least they didn't lose any yardage. Kolka able to hold on to it.
Yeah, you're always afraid when your quarterback gets outside the pocket like that. A ball security, right? And he does a good job holding on there. Like you said, getting a positive gain here, which is what you need to do in the red zone.
And they'll run 2nd and 9 here from about the 10, 9-yard line. Still very close to that touchdown. Kolka going to move to the left side. He throws on the run. That is
Connor Kolka's pass is
Lukac again.
Jeremy Baroa.
He has targeted Lukac a lot on this drive.
Yeah, clearly Lukac
State
is an
High.
emphasis for this offense, at least on this first drive. Same with Sheffy, obviously. And you're looking at a 3rd and medium situation here down in the low red zone. Again, like I said, look for Daimir Code. He's your best jump ball threat. He's great along the sideline, and we might see it here.
Lustig and Code lined up toward the left. Sheffy in the backfield takes the snap, running up the middle, trying to get in. Is he in? He is close.
State High certainly thinks so, but it is going to be about half a yard short, but it is a first down.
That is a first down for State
Gain
College.
of 7, the ball at the 1 yard line. That is a State
And
High.
State College will take it from the 1 here.
And what a weapon that is to be able to have 3rd and medium and run for a first down. I mean, not every team can do that. That just shows you how good Dante Sheffy is and shows you why he's a Syracuse commit.
You're going to want to look for Sheffy here. First and 10 from the 1, first and goal from the 1 yard line.
Absolutely.
Fake handoff, thrown into the end zone. Touchdown State College. It's Hank Lustig on the reception.
I mean, and that was way too easy. Lustig was wide open. Everybody was waiting for Sheffy to get that ball for obvious reasons. And wide open was Lustig. What a statement drive for State High to start this game.
An amazing start for the Little Lions. The fake handoff there to Sheffy works to perfection. And now they're going to try and add on one more. It is Shane Markowski lining up to kick the extra point. Something you might not see a lot from Harrisburg tonight, but you'll see plenty from State College. Snap good, hold good, kick is up and through.
Shane Markowski's extra point attempt is
What a
good.
start for State College. A 7-0 lead early on here against Harrisburg.
Your score, State
With
College
7:02 left in the
Harrisburg
first.
nothing. Fans, it is now time to please stand as one for the Keller kickoff.
Back from Memorial Field here, State College with a statement first drive in this game, up 7-0. Thank you for tuning in with us. Alongside Colin Christie, I'm Adam Peterzak. Shout out to the rest of our team, Ben Barker on the graphics. And State College going to get ready to kick it off here. It's going to be Shane Markowski, the man that knocked through the extra point for the Little Lions, kicking off.
He has a big leg. Let's see if he can get out of the end zone, limit the return.
It looks like, is that Princeton Dent back to receive for Harrisburg? And that kick going to go into the end zone. Dent going to let it go for a touchback. And here come the Harrisburg Cougars, led by quarterback Mikel Schenk Jr.
Now the biggest storyline of this game is whether or not we're going to see Messiah Mickens, the 4-star Penn State running back commit. Last week he got injured against Bishop McDivitt. We did not see him in warm-ups, and so we're going to see if it's going to be a lot more Princeton Dent today or if he comes jogging out on the field.
And it looks like no sign of Mickens on the field as of now. And that is Princeton Dent lined up in the backfield.
Watch number 1, Elias Koch. He's a Rutgers commit. He's a great contested ball receiver towards the bottom of your screen.
Schenk Jr. gets a snap, hands it up the middle to Dent. Not going to make it much of anywhere. Just a couple yards on that one. Things getting scrappy already between Harrisburg and State College.
Well, that just goes to show you how tight that game was last year. 7-6. You already know State High does not forget the result of that game last year and wants revenge.
It was a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Harrisburg. Looking to rebound after that statement first drive made by State College. Shank takes the snap. Fake handoff, throws it to the right side. That's Elias Koch, and he's going to be tackled almost immediately.
And
Gets it up to the 30.
And they're going to signal first down. So, and that's what makes Koch so dangerous. That start and stop ability he has. Come back to the football, make a play. Nice strong hands.
First and 10, Harrisburg.
Moves the chains easily there for Harrisburg Cougars.
They did get the first down on that play, but did not make it much of anywhere else. State College's defense playing well so far in this one.
Max Vendini on the tackle for State High.
Harrisburg looking to respond. Snap, hand off to Dent. Gonna run up the middle, get some space, gets past the 40 and is tackled around the 44-yard line. That'll be another first down for Harrisburg.
And Kellen Williams might have saved a touchdown there. If he doesn't make that tackle, he might go to the house.
That certainly looked like it could have been a touchdown run. But like you said, a nice save there. And Harrisburg will be at the 44 instead of in the end zone. First and 10 for the Cougars. Trailing 7-0 early on here to the State College Little Lions here from Memorial Field.
Look at the right tackle, 74, Kevin Brown.
Snap to Shank, hand off the middle. It's Dent again, and he gets just past midfield. Another first down.
Gain of 9.
Maybe not quite, not quite. Second down and 1 it'll be.
You know,
I thought he just got there.
And so far, it does not look like they miss Messiah Mickens very much. Dent looks like he's a really good runner. And right there, that's just a huge hole. Like I said, started by Kevin Brown and others.
Dent had a 14-yard touchdown last week. Look to see the junior continue to get involved as the snap. Pass to the left side, that is deflected and incomplete. And that is Connor Young on the deflection.
Yeah, it was either Connor Young or Rowan Walker.
One of the two, but a great play by the Little Lions, and it'll be 3rd and long here for Harrisburg. They're looking at a 3rd and 9. Right? Or is it
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, and this is definitely 4-down territory. You're past midfield. Kicking is not their specialty either.
My apologies on that. I forgot they did not pick up the first down right away, but here they are, 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive going. It'll be Elias Koch shifting to the right side. You'll see him toward the bottom of your screen.
And as the play clock was expiring, a timeout by Harrisburg.
Harrisburg calls time. Play clock was winding down. State College continuing to get in their head here as the first quarter starting to wind down. Field. Colin Chrissy, Adam Peterzak, happy to have you along with us. State College up 7-0 so far. Harrisburg just called timeout as the play clock was set to expire. Something we'd like to point out, we were talking earlier about Kevin Brown, the big-time player for Harrisburg in this one, committed to Penn State. And speaking of Penn State, here to watch him tonight is head coach James Franklin on the sideline.
Yep, he is in attendance as expected here. An easy trip over from the Lash building.
Getting some extra football in before Penn State takes on FIU tomorrow at noon. Looking to continue their stretch after that 46-11 victory over Nevada last weekend. As we're back here in our game.
We're talking about Kevin Brown. He's lined up in the H-back to the right of his quarterback.
3rd and 1 for Harrisburg. Shank takes the snap, hands it off to Dent. Moving toward the right side, that'll be a first down and more. Gets past the 40 and out of bounds.
Princeton Dent on the carry.
A flag on the play, though.
Are down.
So we will see.
Yeah, this might be a hold. We'll see.
Holding, offense, number 52.
And it is indeed a hold called on Harrisburg. That'll bring them back even further and make that a much longer 3rd down at that. We are going to have 3rd and 11 for Harrisburg now instead of 3rd and 1. A crucial and brutal holding call there.
Yeah, that changes up what you want to do, obviously. And you can see the substitution that Harrisburg made.
That looks like a great
They're showing
game
trips
for
to the
Dent.
bottom, but now there's a timeout from State High.
State High calling timeout now. As Colin said, we'll see what happens here on 3rd and 11. Back here at Memorial Field, State College leading Harrisburg 7-0 here with 4:41 remaining in the first. And right as we were going away, there was a crucial holding call on Harrisburg that pushed them back 10 yards. It'll be 3rd and 11 now. And that was after a big first down pickup by Princeton Dent that brought them all the way back. So we'll see what their plan is here.
Again, like we stated earlier, look at Elias Koch. He's in the slot.
Lined up from the 42, 3rd and 11. Snap to Shank, he'll drop back. Fires it down the middle, it's picked off! Picked off down the left side and taken down.
What a play.
That is Trace Brennan with the interception.
Brennan makes the interception for
Just
State
completely
College.
jumped that route. State High is going crazy on the sideline, as they should. And they're set up with great field position again.
The Little Lions will take over at the 40-yard line of Harrisburg. What a play by Trace Brennan. And everything that could go wrong so far for the Cougars is going wrong. So back onto the field, Connor Kolka and the State High offense scored a touchdown on their last possession.
Again, Sheffy was that vehicle they used to get down in the red zone last time. We're going to see if he's used again. A little bit of a late substitution, 3 on the play clock. Let's see if they get the snap off.
That is Max Vendemia
They get it
coming
off.
out. Snap is off. Kolka moving to the right side, fires it down the field, and that ball nearly intercepted. Incomplete though. State College gets away with a lucky break. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I mean, that should have been intercepted. Baroa had his hand on it.
That went through 2 defenders. But State College gets a lucky break, and they stay with possession here.
Yeah, Kolka got away with it there. I mean, that's when you get a turnover, you cannot just turn it right back over. You need to go up by 2 scores here if possible.
State College definitely has the momentum, and you got to keep using that here on this drive as they are lined up from the 40. It is 2nd and 10.
Daimir Code signal his quarterback up top.
Kolka takes the snap, moving toward the right side, fires it down the field. He's got Code. He's down the sideline, breaks a tackle, and down inside the 5.
And just what I was saying, he was banging on his helmet, telling his quarterback that he has great leverage. He was playing about 7 or 8 yards off of him. He comes back, makes the play, and he's great with the ball in his hands after the catch. Great job at breaking tackles, and he gets down in the red zone once again.
A great response by Connor Kolka after that near turnover, and State High again set up beautifully.
On the tackle for Harrisburg.
As the clock will go under 4 minutes here in the first. trying to go up by 2 scores here on Harrisburg early would be a big time lead that you want to get if you are State High.
Don't forget we saw a screen here earlier.
Sheffy lined up in the backfield. He gets it. He's up the middle trying to muscle his way through. Not quite there. Will be a yard or 2 short.
For State College.
And I would, you know what, I would feed the beast. I mean, he is hard to bring down. I would run it right again until it goes to tempo.
Hand it off to Sheffy again. He's going to move up, getting even closer. And it looks like he might be short again. They're going to check it.
He is short again.
He is short, but gets even closer. It'll be 3rd and goal here for State High.
Gain of 1, it's 3rd down.
So far, no substitution for either of these teams between plays.
State College looking to punch in another score here.
About a yard away. We saw what Code did to get him down here. He's 1-on-1 at the bottom.
Sheffy is in the backfield. We'll see if he gets it a 3rd time here. You got Code lined up on the left side. The snap, hand up, and it's a fake. It's taken by Kolka, and he's in. Touchdown, State High.
And that's what happens when you're so afraid of the running back. Everybody sells for the run, and Kolka pulls it. Has an easy walk-in touchdown. And State High up 13-0 with the extra point pending.
That is the 2nd time they have baited Harrisburg with the Sheffy handoff. That does not go. A passing touchdown last time and now a rush by Kolka, and they've got everything working so far. And here Markowski again. Oh, the snap goes wide. It goes back, and he's going to take the sack.
Well, that's a great job by Markowski jumping on that. If he doesn't jump on that and is recovered by Harrisburg and taken back, that's 2 points the other way. So good job by just covering up that ball, and you'll take the 13-0 lead happily.
So that'll be a failed conversion try, and it remains 13-0 State College.
Fans, we would ask you to please stand as one for the Keller kickoff.
Markowski's going to kick it off.
Back here from Memorial Field, as State College just punched in another touchdown. They're up 13-0. And here we go with the kickoff. It is once again going to be in the end zone and a touchback for Harrisburg.
Markowski's kickoff is
and again, that's so valuable to be able to have a touchback like that and have no return. Think about how the game started. Harrisburg kicks off short. State High gets the big return to the 45. So just being able to put the other team on the 20 automatically, that's a very valuable thing to have.
And McCall Shank Jr. is looking to recover from that interception last drive. As here comes Harrisburg.
And I honestly think with Shank, I think he's just trying to make a play. It's 3rd and long. You have the big penalty on the 3rd and 1, so I think he was just trying to make a play, but definitely forcing the ball is not the way to go.
That was a rough turnover for Harrisburg last time. But it's a new drive, new opportunity, but they are now trailing 13-0. They got to get back in this game.
Looks like Koch's being doubled at the bottom.
A pass off to the left side, and that could have been a longer run if it wasn't for that stop there. But that is Jaden Lewis.
Is complete to Jaden Lewis.
Now, Lewis was the quarterback in this game last year, a game that was, like you mentioned earlier, a 7-6 final, a win for Harrisburg. They converted him to receiver. He had a big catch last week against Bishop McDivitt, so definitely a guy who's an all-around athlete and a guy they want to get the ball.
13 points in last year's game, and we already have 13 here.
Look for a screen at the bottom.
Snap to Shank. Gonna pass it to the right side. That's Elias Koch breaking some tackles, and he is taken down around the 32 or 33-yard line.
And good rally tackling by State High. You don't want to assume that one guy's going to be able to make the play. Come up as a team, make a tackle, make sure he doesn't break it for a longer run there.
That'll be a first down for Harrisburg. It'll be 1st and 10. Just shy of the 33-yard line. Trying to get back in this game. They trail 13-0 early. Shank takes a snap, going to hand it up the middle. That's Dent, and he is taken down. Just a couple of yards on that gain.
That's a great tackle by the freshman, Noah Williams. That's an awesome play, preventing a bigger gain.
Gain of 4 to be
4 yards on that gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. And that was Dent again. Like you said earlier on, Messiah Mickens, his absence is crucial for Harrisburg. We have seen a lot of Dent so far.
Yeah, I mean, and Harrisburg moved the ball without him on that first drive, but once again, when you have a guy like Mickens not playing, that's a huge loss.
It'll be 2nd and 6 here for Harrisburg.
Brown just switched to left tackle.
Shank takes a snap, tosses it off to Dent. He's moving up the left side. Still going up the middle, gets to almost midfield. That'll be another first down for Harrisburg.
Well, when you have a top 100 player in your class, you're going to be able to try to use him in creative ways. And Harrisburg moved Kevin Brown from right tackle to left tackle there, and he was a lead blocker on the toss. And a good block springs a big run.
We watched Kevin Brown pregame with Harrisburg's pregame preparation, and he was getting them hyped up.
Absolutely.
Shank takes a snap, hands it off to Dent again, but this time to no avail. He will not move.
Princeton Dent on the carry for Harrisburg.
Great play there by T.J. Bowser of State College, holding him back from a gain, and it's a loss. It's 2nd and 13 now for Harrisburg. A big play there by State College. And it looks like we're going to get another. No, it's the end of the first. State College leading 13-0 as we go to break. Field, start of the second quarter, and Harrisburg with possession, facing a 2nd and 13 as Dent took the ball on their last play and took a big loss of 3 yards. We have a coach coming on the field here to talk to a referee, so a bit of a play stoppage here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this is about. Maybe something to do with the substitution.
Well, regardless, we thank you for joining us tonight here on CNET. It's Colin Kersey and Adam Peterzak. State College with a 13-0 lead as the second quarter is about to begin. We've had fun. This is an amazing high school, amazing atmosphere.
Oh, absolutely. Great day in State College. Great to be here in the Larry M. Beans press box.
You know, we had rain last night, and we're going to have rain tomorrow, but I'm very thankful it held off for tonight. This has been beautiful weather today.
Perfect football weather in Happy Valley.
We're still trying to figure out exactly what is going on the field here.
Yeah, there's some sort of timing issue or something going on. Let's see. I'm not quite sure either.
Well, Colin, let's talk real quick. What have
Yeah.
you seen in this game that you've liked so far?
I mean, I really think State High is being able to do whatever they want to do offensively, whether it's on the ground game with Dante Sheffy, through the air with a variety of weapons. Jake Lukacs got involved, obviously Daimir Code.
Yeah, it's looked really good so far as we are finally ready to start back up here. Second quarter about to begin. Shank takes the snap, hands it off to Dent. He's running up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, still going, pushing his way through.
Oh, late
but a
flag.
is
late
called. And we'll see what this is.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a face mask on Harrisburg. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me, on State High. That was the motion.
That is a face mask call on State High, and that is brutal if you're the Lady Lions, or Little Lions. Why am I saying the Lady Lions? Sorry, guys, I'm getting my Lions confused here.
It's okay, there's a lot of Lions here in State College.
We go to Penn State, so...
Absolutely. Lady Lions will be back in action soon, so...
I apologize about that anyways. It'll be 1st and 10 here for Harrisburg. You know, with the Little Lions name, I knew that was going to happen at one point tonight, Colin.
Oh, I mean, there's so many Lions here. Don't worry about it.
Shank takes the snap. Still going, still moving around. Now going to take off himself, but he'll throw, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Another flag called.
Michael Shank's pass is incomplete.
That could be a hold, just the way the quarterback was extending the play here, but we'll see what it results to.
Holding, Harrisburg, number 8.
Yep.
A holding call on Harrisburg.
Whenever you have a quarterback extending the play like that outside the pocket, it's always right for a hold.
When in doubt, it's holding, and that'll move him back a little bit.
And I like the game plan for State High defensively. They're really trying to take away Elias Koch, the Rutgers commit, great wide receiver #1. And I think that means if you're Harrisburg, you got to keep the ball on the ground with Dent, or look for another receiver like Lewis, who, like I said earlier, was a quarterback in this game last year.
And it'll be 1st and 20 for Harrisburg here as their lineup all the way back in midfield.
Again, look for a screen up top.
Michael Shank has it. Moving toward the right side. Throws it. He finds Sinkler, and he is down near the 30.
Michael Shank's pass is complete to...
And he was wide open. I mean, there was no one anywhere in the vicinity. And that's what these bunch sets create. It creates a little bit of confusion defensively, which is why I say look for the screen, right? You have 3 guys in coverage and 3 guys out on the routes, and just that whole area was vacated. And a good job of Shank finding his wide open receiver and making this a more manageable 3rd down.
A 16-yard gain there for Harrisburg. It'll be 2nd and 4 here.
I think it's 3rd down in, oh, no, I'm sorry, you're right, 2nd down.
We'll see how they can keep building onto this drive. Shank takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Dent, who has his jersey pulled, and he's taken down.
Princeton Dent on the carry.
Not much of a gain there.
Noble's having a great game. I mean, he's a traditional linebacker, that middle linebacker, but he is really doing a good job with contain. That time he gets him by the jersey and holds him to a 3rd and 5. He's doing a great job making big runs, limiting big runs, but also big runs that already exist, not having them be touchdowns. So doing a great job so far, limiting the big run from Dent.
No gain on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Harrisburg still moving, trying to pick up another 1st down here and keep this drive going. Snap to Shank, hand off to Dent. He's up the middle again. And it looks like he's going to pick up that 1st down possibly.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what you got to do if you're Harrisburg, especially with your quarterback throwing an interception early in the game. You just got to keep it on the ground. Even though they don't have Messiah Mickens, I mean, clearly Denton is showing something to people who are, in attendance at this game, like James Franklin and others. So this is really do good for your stock here.
Yep, chains are moving. It's a 1st down for Harrisburg. And they do indeed keep this drive going. They got Jayon Lewis and Elias Koch lined up on the right side.
This might be our first time seeing Johnson in the backfield. We'll see if he gets the ball.
Johnson is in the backfield. He does get the ball, and he's going to move up the middle a little bit, moving toward the left side now, and gets taken down by about 4 State College defenders.
J1 Johnson on the carry for Harrisburg.
We got an injured State High player.
Gain of 3 on
That is
the
Cohen
play.
Johnson, who is currently down for State High. And we'll see what happens here. Hopefully nothing too serious. You hate to see injuries happen.
Yeah, we're just hoping it's something like a cramp.
But we're going to step away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And see what happens here. Stay tuned. Back here from Memorial Field, and it is great to see Cohen Johnson able to walk out on his own power after that play.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever you see a lower body injury, you don't want to speculate or anything like that, but, you know, it's never a good thing, but it's good that he was able to walk off, like you said.
And we'll see as this game goes on what his usage is like for State High, how much they use him in this game. Hopefully able to play to his fullest extent. Like we said before we came off, you hate to see injuries happen, especially this early in the game.
Right, just like Messiah Mickens last week, right? We have to keep talking about him because of how good he is. Harrisburg down 2 scores here in the first half. Without Messiah Mickens, it's noticeable. Even though Dent's been great on the ground, not having a weapon like that is definitely detrimental.
It definitely has been noticeable. We'll see what happens here. The game about to continue. Harrisburg headed back out to the field. They have a 2nd and 7 on the 22-yard line. Like you said, Colin, trailing 13-0. If you're Harrisburg, you want to get into the end zone here before it could get even worse.
And State High has done a nice job limiting Elias Koch. And we'll see if they can do that here.
Dent is once again lined up in the backfield. Shank will take the snap. Drops back. Looks toward the right. Has a man. That's Koch. And he evades a tackle. Still going. And then he'll get out of bounds right around the 6-yard line.
And they couldn't stop Koch there. I mean, he had to get the ball at some point. You have that little stoppage in play. Drop a nice play for him. Breaks a couple tackles and gets down to the red zone.
Wasn't sure if that was the 6 or the 7-yard line, but he is down to the 7. It's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line for Harrisburg.
Pretty much the whole game, you've got 11 personnel from Harrisburg, which means 1 running back, 1 tight end. And that running back is Dent.
Dent once again lined up. He'll take it toward the right side, trying to break in, and looks just short. And they do call him short.
Elias Koch certainly didn't think so, but that's always what you're going to do, trying to point and, you know, trying to egg on the refs, maybe change the call.
And it'll be 2nd and goal for Harrisburg.
2nd and goal, Harrisburg.
Now from the 2-yard line, so that was a gain of 5 for Dent. It's been really used a lot so far in this game. Like we said, with the absence of Mickens, you're going to be relying on him a lot.
It's pretty impressive that they're so willing to give the young running back all these carries, considering they're without their top rusher.
Shank takes the snap. Going to take off himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Harrisburg.
Michael Shank with the 1-yard.
And that was the first time we saw him use his legs.
Touchdown.
He's a big guy, 6'4", but using his legs to score right there. And that's exactly the response you want if you're Harrisburg.
And that was Michael Schenk on the ground. And Harrisburg on the board here. It is now 13-6. And like you were saying before the game, their kicking unit not that strong. We'll see what they do here.
Yeah, they went for 2 a lot last week. I think they went for 2 every time last week against Bishop McDivitt. And we were watching their kicking pregame. It wasn't the greatest, so looks like going for 2 is the option here.
Schenk will stay on the field. He's got Dent lined up on the right side. And it looks like, yeah, Dent is on the left side, now moving in. Schenk's going to take it, moving toward the right side, and he'll get out of bounds.
No play. Great job by State High.
Nothing there from Harrisburg. State High with some great defense.
And you know what? Why that matters? Because that bad snap on the extra point, you know, when State High couldn't convert, that's pretty good now that they were able to get that stoppage and keep it a 1-score game.
And that keeps it a 13-6 game, 7-point lead for State College as we step away. We'll be right back. Memorial Field. Harrisburg just found themselves in the end zone on a nice run by Schenk. But they are now kicking off, and it'll be State College getting the ball back. But we love what we've seen from Prince and Dent so far.
And it looks like they're going to be holding the kickoff. I don't know if there's some wind or whatnot, but
interesting strategy here. As there's a kick. It is a short one. It is recovered by Furmanek.
Now, it's a smart play by Furmanek, but at the same time, he's one of your best skilled players. He had plenty of space. I would have loved to see him try and run that one back, but it's understandable here.
That is definitely understandable.
State College will have 1st and 10 at the Little Lions 30.
Feels like a long time since the State High offense had the ball.
Yeah.
Just because of the score and then the penalties and some stoppages of play. So
yep.
We're going to see this
offense. Too.
Yep. We're going to see this offense for the first time in a while.
State High yet to score this quarter. The Little Lions going back on the field. See what Connor Kolka and this offense can cook up here. They've had it working so far. A rough extra point attempt last time. The snap went far beyond the kicker. But that is now out of their minds, and we'll see if they can get back in the end zone here.
Looks like you got man coverage at the bottom here.
Kolka hands it off. Sheffy going to be moving toward the right side. Gets just past the 30, now being pushed back by multiple defenders.
Yeah, the State High fans want a flag there for the hit, but they're not going to get one. That's a great job. There was a pack of Cougars there to make the tackle.
Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be
1 yard gain there for Sheffy. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for State High. Looking to keep the good times rolling. They've got 13 points so far to Harrisburg 6. Looking to make it more on this drive as we continue to inch toward halftime.
Got a lot of 12 personnel from State High, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Both tight ends at the bottom here. And Luke Axby motioned out.
Kolka takes it. And he is going to be, looks like, brought down.
Boy, I thought that was the horse collar. They get a no call there.
No call there.
Kolka's talking to him, talking to the referee. He's not going to get a call there.
Kolka will not get a call. That is a tackle down. It'll be 3rd down for State High, and that is a loss of 8. 3rd and 17 here.
3rd down and 18 for State High.
3rd and 18, I apologize. It's been a rough go of it so far on this drive for State High. And I'm thinking you could see a big play here from Kolka. They're going to need to get some yards, maybe air it out here on this play.
Looks like a one high look.
He'll take the snap. Moving back, he is going to air it out deep, thrown into double coverage, but overthrown and incomplete.
Under Kolka's pass, intended for Hank Lustig.
And you're fine with that because if it's intercepted, it's basically an arm punt. So, you're okay with that. It was worth trying to convert there. And we're going to see Markowski for the first time as a punter.
Markowski, who did not get an opportunity to kick his last time on the field going for that extra point. But he did make a nice save on the ball.
He did. Yeah, absolutely. It would have been 2 points the other way, so diving on is a very big play.
Elias Koch back to receive it. Markowski punts it away. Koch will let it bounce, and that's going to be a great bounce for State High. Gets all the way down inside the 20. And that is exactly what you wanted and more if you're State High.
Yeah, that was a mistake by Koch. Koch, when you're fair catch, you got to make that play. It was an end-over-end kick, which means the ball is going to keep rolling if you don't make that play. So, good job by for State High flipping the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 Harrisburg once this drive begins from their own 20. Koch was hoping he could get it a lot closer to midfield, but did not work out in his favor. And Harrisburg going to have to game plan a little differently now, as they've got a lot more field to get if they want to find themselves back in the end zone before halftime.
Yeah, and 3 and out is obviously not how you draw it up if you're State High, but the one thing I will say is that this Harrisburg offense should be pretty tired based on the long drive. So, we'll see if that advantage goes to State High or if it's going to be an advantage for the Cougars.
We'll get to see more in Princeton Dent here on this drive, who has done a nice job taking over from Messiah Mickens tonight. 6:14 remaining in the first half. 13-6, State College leads it.
And there's a stoppage play. Play clock did expire. Referees are talking. And they're going to reset the play clock to 25.
The play clock will be reset, and it looks like we're back here to football. Harrisburg starting with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Schenk takes it, fakes it, throws to the left side. That is Jayon Lewis.
Former quarterback does a good job breaking the tackle there.
And that was Lewis under center last year, as we said, when these two teams faced off in the 7-6 victory. We've already seen more points than last year here in the first half.
And you would never know that he was a quarterback the way he plays wide receiver. He's a great wide receiver. Just one of these guys who you want to get the ball to. And he shows you there why.
Well, most of these high school players can just play on both sides of the ball, can play everywhere. Lots of versatility from the high school athletes. Schenk will take the snap, hand it up. It's Dent again, and he is brought down just beyond the 30.
Princeton Dent on the carry for Harrisburg.
That was a good play by T.J. Bowser, the big defensive tackle, and that's Kevin Brown. That is not someone you want to see down if you're Harrisburg.
Kevin
you already
Brown
lost
is
Mickens.
hurt.
James Franklin is in attendance watching one of his commits down. Not what you want to see
You
here.
got Harrisburg holding their breath. You got James Franklin holding his breath. As we'll step away. Pretty big injury for Harrisburg. We'll see what happens right after this. Back here from Memorial Field in State College, Pennsylvania. And it looks like Kevin Brown was able to get up.
Yeah, under his own power. That's a good sign to see. Obviously, you don't want him to get hurt, but
with how good he is and how he set up a commit to Penn State with James Franklin in attendance, you love to see that he's okay. He's going to be coming off the field.
yeah, he looks all right. Hopefully nothing too bad.
Looks to be just a little bit shaken up. We'll see how Harrisburg runs this play and possibly the next couple without him on the field. That could be a big loss.
Yeah,
and
without
a big development that we could see.
Yeah, without maybe
on.
your two best offensive players. I mean, obviously Koch is really good, but without Brown and Mickens, I mean, that's a significant decrease on offense. We'll see who steps up for the Cougars.
1st and 10 from the 30. Schenkel taking himself, moving toward the right side, going to fire it across the middle. That is Koch.
And you know what? That's all set up with the play fake. The linebackers come up thinking that it's going to be a run. Koch comes behind, running it in. Nice catch, nice run after the catch. And they're at the 45.
And a first down for Harrisburg. That is exactly what you needed after everything that just went down.
Furmanek was showing blitz at the bottom. I would expect a quick throw up top, especially with the leverage up top, how many yards off they're playing.
Koch is lined up at the top. And we'll see what they do here.
Now it's 3 over 2.
Shank going to take it. He throws it to the right side. It's Dent. He's running. He gets past midfield, and he is taken down. That'll be a gain of 5.
That's a Noble again. Nice play, limiting a big play.
Gain of 5 on the play. Rowan Zanoble on the tackle.
It'll be 2nd and 5 Harrisburg. And after how they lined up for that play and how they had to communicate that, they did a nice job picking up 5 yards there, getting closer to another first down.
They were showing tempo, then they'll check with me at the sideline.
2nd and 5 for Harrisburg from midfield.
We're looking at some man coverage here.
Shank is ready. He gets the snap, fires it toward the left side. That's Johnson, and he breaks a tackle, and he's going down the field. Johnson now inside the 20, and he'll be taken down there for a massive gain for Harrisburg.
That was Jayon Lewis, the former quarterback. I mean, this is what we're talking about, the versatility he provides. A great wide receiver, breaking a tackle, I mean, almost bringing another touchdown, and that touchdown would have tied the game.
Did I say Johnson there? I must have meant Lewis. If I didn't say Lewis, I might have said Lewis. Little miscommunication there on our part possibly, but nonetheless a big gain. And they are now set up well from the 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
There's a flag down.
Flag down, pass to Koch. And he will move. He's going to get in the end zone, but we'll see what this is.
I mean, the broken tackle build is crazy. Yeah, he's signaling full start or illegal motion. We'll see.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation.
5-yard penalty.
Legal formation for Harrisburg. That'll move him back another 5 yards and take that score off the board. Not that we thought it would go on the board. And it'll be 1st and 15 now from the 24-yard line.
Timeout. Injury player.
Another injury.
Another injury for State High, and it'll be another timeout here.
That's Max Vendemia, the freshman.
And he is now on the ground. We'll see what this is, but we're going to step away. We'll be right back. big play by Jayon Lewis to get them set up, but right after a big 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 24. Harrisburg's driving. Shanks got it, fires it across the middle, and that is incomplete, just out of the arms of Lewis.
Yeah, that just missed. Lewis was looking for that one again. He just ran a post. He was open. He had a step, but just slightly overthrown.
And it'll be 2nd and 15 here. That was a beautiful pass by Shank, just a little short.
Yeah, that's
the
not
outstretched arms.
Yeah, that's not as easy as a throw as people think. I mean, that's a 30, 35-yard throw. So, just barely missed them, and it's going to happen. But as a receiver, even if you're missed, be ready for the next one, because you never know when you're going to get the ball.
They could very well go back to him here, as that almost worked last time. And it's going to be 2nd and 15 here. Shank takes the snap. Going to look toward the middle. That is Koch. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15-yard line.
And it didn't even look like Koch had a lot of room to run, but just that ability, yards after catch, he makes a short gain into a much longer gain. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd or 4.
3rd and 4, Harrisburg.
Well, right as you say it, we're the experts up here. How about that? 3rd down and 4 for Harrisburg.
And we know the kicking woes of Harrisburg, so definitely 4-down territory pretty much everywhere in the field.
We'll see what happens here as the clock now under 3 minutes. Shank takes the snap, going to hand it off to Dent, who moves toward the right side and will get in with ease. No flags. Touchdown, Harrisburg.
Touchdown.
Completely untouched. Again, no Mickens. Kevin Brown shaken up earlier. Does not matter. Untouched, and with the PAT, this game is tied. But we did talk about the kicking woes, so we'll see what
Shank's on the field. They're going to be going for this. It will be another 2-point attempt for Harrisburg. The last one did not work out too well for them.
So the way that this formation's set up, if you have numbers at the bottom you like, you're just going to throw a screen to Sheffy. If not, before they motioned him. Excuse me, not Sheffy. Excuse me, Dent. Thank you.
You're all good, man. Dent motioning inside. Shank was looking for him, and it's incomplete, and another 2-point conversion failed. And even after 2 touchdowns, State College remains in the lead. It is 13-12 with 2:51 to go in the first half.
Score State High 13, Harrisburg 12.
To Memorial Field and State College, as the Little Lions still in front here, even after 2 touchdowns from Harrisburg. It's a 13-12 game, as that kick's going to go into the end zone.
And the first time we saw a long kickoff there from Harrisburg, so.
The rare touchback for State College.
State College will have 1st and 10 at the Little Lions.
I mean, and that is when it's crucial, by the way, not to have a kicker for an extra point. That would have easily tied the game, and now they're still behind a point because of it.
That has definitely played a big factor so far, as both the 2-point conversions have failed for Harrisburg.
That's a great job by State High's defense, though. I mean, it could be demoralizing. You give up a touchdown down the field, and you have to stay out there as the defense and rally and make one more stop. So they did a good job on both of those attempts.
Colin Chrissy and Adam Peterzak here with you. Thank you for tuning in. If you've been listening to us so far, it's been a neck-and-neck game to this point. 13-12, State High leads. As Koch is going to take in himself, and he's got open field to run. Still going, 1 man to beat. Shades him off, and it looks like he'll be chased out of bounds near the 25-yard line.
Unbelievable. That was an unbelievable run by Kolka. His legs have been underappreciated all season, and a huge gain to start this drive.
Big-time first down for State College, and that is exactly what they needed to regain that momentum back.
At the Harrisburg 25. That's a State High.
25
first
down to the
down.
Harrisburg 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was like a 50, 55-yard run. Unbelievable. Totally fooled.
Well, don't the touchbacks go out to the 25 now? So that was 25 to the other 25.
I think
I believe.
high school it's still at the 20,
Still
but I
up
could
to
be
20
wrong.
in high school, so that would have been a 55-yard run. My goodness. We'll see how they can build off of that. They still have Sheffy lined up in the backfield.
Yeah, you don't want to score too fast, too. You have 2:39 here remaining. Want to tick some time down.
See if they play with the clock a little bit. Fake to Sheffy. That is tipped in the air and batted down, not intercepted. That's the second time that's happened for Kolka tonight. But the second time we've gotten away with it.
That was scary. The linebacker, Rick Brown, almost made that interception. And State High's fortunate to still have the ball.
2nd and 10 State High.
It is 2nd and 10 State High here as they're trying to get back into the end zone. They have found themselves twice tonight with only one extra point converting. Motion man, that's Lukac. Some communication here on State High's part. And they are ready. Snap is botched. And Kolka falls on top of it. That is not what you wanted to see happen for State High, and they're going to lose some yards here.
Yeah, that's going to be 3rd and forever here.
It'll be 3rd and 20. That is a 10-yard loss.
For State High.
And now they're lined up from the Harrisburg 35.
And again, like I was saying, the problem with the pass on the first down play was that it stopped the clock. So now the clock's running down, but this is a much harder 3rd down to get. And if you don't convert and you end up having to punt, you give Harrisburg a ton of time.
No 2-minute warnings in high school. We play on. As Kolka takes a snap, he's going to fake it to Sheffy and run it himself and gets taken down just a couple yards on that.
That was at the end. Isaac John Lewis, nice play. This time aware of Kolka's running ability, and he brought him down.
Timeout. Harrisburg.
And Harrisburg takes a
Harrisburg's gonna
timeout.
Call time. We'll see what State College does right after this. State High clings to a 13-12 lead, but will now be facing a long situation here and will be punting the ball.
Yep, that's Murkowski back. High snap. Good job pulling that in. And this time it's fair caught.
Koch on the fair catch there. And Harrisburg will take back over. But there is a flag on the field, so let's wait a minute. See what they call here. And the referee is talking to the State High bench.
Illegal formation on the offense. Harrisburg elected to take a 5-yard foul and have a re-kick.
So an illegal formation call on State High. And they will have to re-kick, but 5 yards deeper this time.
Well, and the re-kick means that you could give Koch a chance with the ball in his hands to spring a big run. Because you're going to have the ball at your own 10-yard line. Now he's setting up around 12 or 13, so very least, you should have better field position.
Markowski back to punt. Elias Koch, the man, back to receive it. Snap is good. And he is running with it, and then he kicks it. It's going to be a squib into the ground. And State High, look at that recovery right in front of the end zone. And that is exactly what you wanted on that punt.
That was Markle. What a job covering that punt. Great job by State High.
Punt is down.
And now they're going to have the ball to 1, so that backfired. The re-kick absolutely backfired. Now if you're State High, you're thinking safety potentially.
If you're Harrisburg, you are regretting your decisions there by electing for the re-kick. And now they get it from the 1-yard line. And like you said, Colin, watch for the potential safety here.
The Cougars won.
Well, the other thing is this kind of foils your plan to try and go downfield and get some points. I mean, this is a long way to go. They might just try and run out some clock here to end the half. We'll see what the plan is.
1:27 on the clock here in the first half. Possibility of looking for some more from Princeton Dent here.
Yeah, just to get out of the end zone. You might see a sneak potentially here, but
lined up in the middle of the end zone around the A in State. As it's handed off Dent. And he gets out of the end zone close to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, both teams are content with letting this clock run down. As is expected, right? If you're State High, you don't want to give up a big play to the Cougars. If you're the Cougars, you don't want a bad snap or something like that to ruin your plans. So just take it down in the end of the half. They're still going to have to snap it one more time.
And it's 1st and 6 from the 5-yard line as this clock continues to run down. Now under 50 seconds. And like you said, Colin, it looks like both sides are content with just letting this clock run out. As Dent's going to take it now. Evades a couple of tackles, but does not really go anywhere.
Princeton Dent on the carry for Harrisburg.
And I think State High just took a timeout. Why not? You have your 2 timeouts.
On the play. It's third.
They indeed did. With 31 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, and with
timeout for State High, their second of this half.
Yeah, and with the kicking woes of Harrisburg, I mean, I think it's smart to try and take your timeouts. Again, maybe you have a bad snap. Maybe he runs back and cycle in the end zone, something like that. So any chance to put up points is obviously one that you want to take.
So it'll be 33 seconds here left on the clock. And it'll be a 3rd and 6 here from the 5-yard line for Harrisburg when they come back on the field.
See what quarters 3 and 4 bring.
It's all going to be about who takes over in the second half and elevates their team. As Harrisburg still in timeout here.
Yeah, the timeout is longer than the game clock here.
We thank you for tuning in with us tonight. Colin Chrissy, Adam Peterzak, Ben Barker on the graphics. The rest of our team doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely.
Producing one heck of a football broadcast. As we are ready to resume play here. 33 seconds left in the first half. It'll be a 3rd and 6 for Harrisburg. And we'll see what the 4th down strategy is here, assuming they don't pick up the 1st down. Or we'll see what happens first. Schenk takes it, hands it off to Dent. And again, being held, not going much of anywhere.
Princeton Dent.
Yep, and with 28 on
for Harrisburg.
With 28 on the clock, there's going to be a timeout taken by State High.
Another timeout for State High, their 3rd and final.
Yeah, at very least force the punt, see if you can get a return touchdown or set yourself up for good field position for maybe a field goal or, you know, a snap through the end zone. Anything like that would be beneficial for State High.
So like we said, very close game so far, 13-12 to score, but who do you think has been the star of the half overall?
That's tough because it's really, like we said earlier, a tale of 2 quarters, right? In the first quarter, I think I would have said Dante Sheffy. Second quarter, I mean, we've seen what Dent's done. So, I mean, you have to choose between those two players, I'd say. Colco had the really nice run there, so there's a lot to love, honestly, from both teams. I think both teams are probably pretty happy with where they're at, and so we'll see what quarters 3 and 4 bring.
Yeah, we are very excited to check that out later on. Like you said, tale of 2 different quarters so far, but it looks like we're ready for football once again. State High headed back on the field.
Yeah, but it's going to be Lustig and Code back, so it does not look like they're going to be going for the blocked punt here.
It'll be 4th and 5. Harrisburg punting from the end zone. And the punt is away.
It's right to Code.
Headed toward the 40. It's going to be Code that gets it. Takes it around the 50. And whistles being blown.
Yeah, so Code Fair caught the ball, but then let it bounce and picked it up. And he figured he could run with it after that. But because he fair caught, it's a dead ball there at the 48-yard line.
And it'll be State High ball here. 19 seconds remaining in the first half.
But no timeouts, so this ball's got to go out of bounds, or you got to be able to spike it.
We'll see what the strategy is here, if they try and get some extra points, or if they just want to take this to half, as the referees are conversing now.
And it's great to see Kevin Brown looking good again, being back in this game, of course. He is one of the best players for this Harrisburg team. So
that is fantastic to see. I'm sure, like we said, James Franklin, his future head coach, also breathing a sigh of relief that his recruit is okay and he is still playing. So the refs are talking to the State High sideline here.
Yeah, so State High is not in field goal range yet, obviously. So I would say you probably need, let's see, probably need around 30, 35 yards to really have a reasonable field goal attempt for Murkowski. So it would really need one big play, a spike, and then maybe a try here. We'll see.
And we'll see what Colca and the offense can do here. 1st and 10. Gets a snap. Takes it himself. Ball's out, but he falls back on top of it.
Wow, that was almost a disaster for State High. Right? You use your timeouts to get the ball back. If Colca fumbles and it's brought back for a touchdown, that would have been a disaster. But he does a great job falling on his own. Fumble.
And that's going to bring the ball. It's going to bring the game to halftime.
So an up and down first half for both teams.
Your score, State College
13-12. State College leads at half. Harrisburg will get the ball to start the second. And we'll be back soon. Don't go away.
The brighter flashing lights may occur during, but are not limited to, introductions, in-game scores, end-of-game victories, as well as the halftime and post-game band performances.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to not sit back, not to relax, but stand up and make some noise and enjoy the amazing sounds of the Harrisburg Cougars Marching Band. band. This year, the marching band is under the direction of the legendary band director, Mr. William Troutman, percussion instructor, Marcel Jones, and Ensign Ziegler, and the band front, Kiera Buckner, Tia Thompson, Nicole Moore, and Latoya Moore. We will take you all the way back to 1981 and take a journey through centuries to the present day. Cougars, this is your field. If you know the song, please sing along with us. Oh yeah. Now enjoy this drumline feature as they move forward across the field. At this time, once again, we invite you to stand up on your feet and make some noise as you feel the groove. And dance along with us, and let's have a good time. Come on, State College, make some noise, and dance along with us as we lose our mind. Let's go. What? Act the fool. Yeah. Let's go. Get it, yeah. Let's go. Come on, get up out your seat. Let your body move. Come on. Here we go, and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold. We want to thank everyone for coming tonight and listening to the Harrisburg Cougar Marching Band. We want to give a special shout out to our band boosters and all the supporters. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The 2025 State College High School Marching Band features 222 student performers and a number of completely different halftime shows each fall. Tonight we present to you For Your Ears Only, a spy thriller. We open our show with the theme song to the British Secret Service's Top Agent. This arrangement features the State High drumline and their new equipment. The drum break was written by drumline members Bruno Sanzotti, Gabe Lucas, Nick Marska, Sarah Luan, and Ollie Brumberg. Here's the theme to James Bond. Our next selection is from a Pixar movie series. The film focuses on the Parr family, but you might know them better as Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, and their kids Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack. Senior Silk leader Clara Hegedus and saxophonist Elliot Matthews are featured. Be on the lookout for a few supers amongst the band. Never mind. Here's the theme to The Incredibles. The mission, should the drum majors choose to accept it, is to play our final song. It comes from a spy octology that features Tom Cruise playing Ethan Hunt. And since this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds, the band should get to playing it. Here's the theme to Mission Impossible.
The State College Football Booster Club would like to thank the following businesses for their corporate sponsorship. Aaron T. Roan, DMD and Associates. America's Carpet Outlet. Ameriserve Bank. Alfred Cleaners. Best Line Equipment. Building Bridges School for Early Learning. Center Glass Company. Colonial Press. Christine's Hallmark. EBY Paving and Construction. Gleno Hawbaker Incorporated. Nittany Energy. Nittany Minute Mart. Roseshot Construction. Sheets. Starway Roof Systems. State College Orthodontics. Step by Step School for Early Learning. Teamsters Local Union 8. Wegmans. Wise. Yonder Mountain Conservation Company. Thank you to our community for your powerful and impactful support of State High football. Finally, the Football Booster Program would like to thank Dave Green for all you do for our teams and program here at Memorial Field. Thank you, Dave. Fans, while you're with us here this evening, we would encourage you to visit the Galen Driveless Plaza and the Class of 62 concession for all your game time concession needs. The menu includes hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, cookies, soft pretzels, nachos, candy, and a variety of drinks.
Yeah.
On our visitor side,
Welcome back to Memorial Field here as we get ready to begin the second half. State High leads at 13-12 in what's been a back and forth game. They took over the first quarter, but Harrisburg took over the second. Alongside my broadcast partner, Colin Christie, I'm Adam Peterzak. We want to thank you for tuning in with us so far as we get ready to get the second half underway. But Colin, like we said, it's been the tale of two quarters. That's been the theme so far. A back and forth game. State College in the first quarter, Harrisburg in the second quarter. I'm excited to see who takes over to start the second half and gets this game going.
Yeah, so obviously Harrisburg won the toss to start the game deferred, so they're going to start with the ball. But I mean, like we were saying, the tale of two quarters. I mean, the first quarter was dominated by State High. It starts with a long kick return. Some big plays on the ground by Dante Sheffy. And then really the second quarter was dominated by Harrisburg, really led on the ground by really their second running back, Princeton Dent. So, yeah, I mean, tale of two quarters for sure. Both teams, I think, are going to want to get back to what's been working for them. So for State High, that's Dante Sheffy on the ground. And for Harrisburg, that's Princeton Dent on the ground. So we're going to see some back and forth from these teams. I mean, last year the game was close. We said it was a one-score game, 7-6 last year. Right now it's a one-point game in the other direction, State High leading by a point. So we're looking, both of these teams are going to look to put the game away. And State High obviously is looking for revenge for what happened last year.
Yeah, they definitely are. And the QB battle so far has been an interesting one. Michael Shank Jr. and Connor Kolka both have had their fair share of big moments. Both have also had their fair share of mistakes. We saw a couple fumbles, none recovered by the other team, but fallen on by the own team.
Yeah,
we also saw an interception by Shank early on in the game.
Yeah, whether that was bad snaps having to be covered up or Kolka just kind of fumbled his own a couple times, and then, like you said, that interception was pretty big. So, I mean, that's really what gave State High the lead, was that Shank interception. Really put that game to 2 scores. So, yeah, we'll see what we get here in the second half. There's 45 seconds until we have kickoff here in the second half. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we have a lot of talent on this field, a lot of players who will be playing at the next level. Included in that was Elias Koch. And, I mean, we're going to see a good second half, and I'm excited for it.
Speaking of guys that will be playing at the next level, it was great to see Kevin Brown be okay after that injury earlier in the game in that second quarter moment. It was great to see him be able to come back in this game, and it looks like he'll be playing here for Harrisburg in the second half. A lot of people breathing a sigh of relief with this being a big game for him, playing in State College area, him being a Penn State commit next year with James Franklin, Penn State head coach, in attendance for this one. It was great to see him be able to get up under his own power and he'll continue to make some statements here in the second half, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, you do not want to watch your top 100 player get hurt right in front of your own eyes. I mean, you know, Franklin's fortunate that he didn't have to travel for this game. I mean, he just had to walk down a few blocks, and then you go walk down, and you know, one of your stud players who's coming in next year gets hurt. So yeah, like to your point, that was a big loss. But you know, he comes back in the game, looks good, and you know, they're happy about it.
Second half about to get underway here. State College up by 1 point, 13-12. State College Little Lions and Harrisburg Cougars about to begin half number 2 here. It will be Harrisburg receiving. As remember, we talked about before the game, the awfully early coin toss that occurred half an hour before the game started, but Harrisburg won that toss. They decided to defer to the second half, and here they will be receiving that second half kick. It'll be Shane Markowski kicking it off for State High.
You know what, and it's interesting that neither side really matters which way you want to go, because there's no fans really. I mean, there's fans standing, but there's no seats for fans on either end zone. So both stands are only on the side, so it's really about wind and which direction you really want to go. Doesn't matter all that much.
Many players back for Harrisburg, but it looks like Princeton Dent in the middle, as that'll be another touchback. And Harrisburg will start things out
Shane Markowski's kickoff
from the 20-yard line
for a touchback. Harrisburg will have first.
I'm waiting to see the senior Lewis Dillard break out in the second half. I mean, he was really good last week against Bishop McDivitt. He hasn't really got that much action early in this game, so I'm hoping to see him get going here in the second half.
We'll certainly keep an eye on that, as out come the Harrisburg Cougars, led by Michael Shank, Jr., who had pretty solid first half besides that one interception he had thrown, but he's put that out of his mind, and he's looking to lead his team to victory here. And we'll see what they can get going as the second half is about to get underway.
Again, whenever you see these bunch sets down, you can look for a screen to be thrown. See if they do it here.
Shank will take it, hand it off the middle of the Dent. Doesn't go much of anywhere, only a few yards.
Princeton Dent on the carry.
A quick stop.
And that's Noble again. I mean, he's been flying around the field this whole game. And again, like we were talking about, in front of James Franklin, in front of Penn State scouts, other scouts. I mean, it's a big deal to be playing this well.
And that was a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the Harrisburg 21. Now here's a guy, Princeton Dent. Done a fantastic job filling in for Messiah Mickens so far in this one. We talked about earlier on in the game, Mickens was hurt last week versus McDivitt and unable to play, but Princeton's done a nice job. Shank will keep it himself. He's going to fire it down the middle of the field, and that one is just short. That pass was intended for Trey's Walker.
Good no call right there. I mean, they were looking for a flag. Yeah, Walker was looking for a flag, but they just tripped. There was no call there.
And it'll be a 3rd down for State High here. 3rd and 9. Once again from Harrisburg's 21. The Cougars looking to avoid a quick 3-and-out here. That is something you would not want to start the second half. And State High's defense looking to force that.
I mean, Adam, the ball has to go to Koch here, right? I mean, he's your best receiver. You know, he's like we were saying, he's a Rutgers commit, guy who has some size. I'd expect him to look for the ball here.
Koch is lined up way at the bottom of your screen. 3rd down and 9. Indeed, they go for Koch. He's held. That is taken in, but incomplete as he was out of bounds. Nearly an interception.
It's 4th down.
Yeah, there are no flags on the play.
Yeah, that was Kellen Williams. I mean, he almost had a great interception, just ran out of space on the sideline. And as we were saying, it goes to Koch, but he wasn't open. Good job playing safety over the top there. Tried to keep his feet in, but the ball just carried him too far out of bounds.
And it's now a 4th down and 9 situation. Harrisburg will be punting. Back to receive for State College. It looks like that's Hank Lustig.
His father, of course, is the special teams coordinator for Penn State.
Yes.
So a big special teams background.
Yes, Justin Lustig, the special teams coordinator for the Nittany Lions. As here comes the punt. It'll bounce right around midfield, and it'll bounce the way of State College to about the 47-yard line.
Elias Koch's punt is down.
And it'll be the Little Lions taking back over here.
And great field position again. I mean, field position has really been a big key for State High when they've scored. And here you go again, past midfield, starting field position.
With 11 minutes to go in the third, State High will take over here. Here comes the offense. Connor Kolka and his group coming on out. Looking to add on some more points. It's been since the first quarter since they've scored any.
I want to see Daimir Code at the top. He's tapping his head again. His quarterback saw it. Plenty of space out there.
Code listed at the top. They'll hand it off up the middle. That's Sheffy. And he'll be brought down.
Sheffy on the carry.
What I was mentioning with Daimir Code is that whenever he's getting 8 yards off of separation, that's what we call a free access throw, an easy throw for Kolka. He just runs a hitch or something like that up top. So he's tapping his head, telling his quarterback, hey, look, I'm here if you want to throw it here. But, of course, that was a design run play. So, you know, Kolka's not going to go against his head coach or, you know, his offensive coordinator calling plays.
That was a 4-yard gain. That'll set up 2nd and 6 from the 43-yard line. State College trying to move and get back into this end zone. Another handoff to Sheffy. And another nice gain, wrestling around with some Harrisburg defenders. And that'll get them just a little bit closer to first down.
And he's so good between the A-gaps. I mean, that is such a hard place to run with some of the biggest guys, you know, you're going to face. And he's so good between the tackle.
It'll be 3rd down and 2 here. That was a 4-yard gain for Sheffy. He's gained all 8 yards on this drive for State High. Still looking at Code lined up at the top, just around the 40. We'll see what the plan is here. With 3 yards to gain, they're going to keep it with Sheffy. And it looks like he'll pick that up. First down, State College.
And why not, right? I mean, it keeps working. I mean, there's no reason to stop doing it, so keep doing it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he's picked up all the yards on this drive so far, as they now have a 1st and 10 down at the Harrisburg 33. I'd like to thank you again for tuning into our broadcast here on CNET. Colin Chrissy and Adam Peterzak, Ben Barker running our graphics. And everybody else around putting together a great broadcast. 1st and 10, Kolka takes a snap, hands it off, Sheffy gets stopped.
Oh, that ball is out.
Almost immediately, that ball is out.
Harrisburg has it.
And Harrisburg's got it. It's a fumble recovery.
State High fumble.
That's a huge mistake right there.
That is Demir Maxwell with the ball. And it looks like maybe it wasn't a good idea to keep going with Sheffy, and Harrisburg will take over here.
The Cougars 35.
Yeah, you never know. It could be on the exchange sometimes. You know, quarterback is trying to pull it. The running back thinks he's getting the ball. So things happen like that all the time. So, you know, nonetheless, a mistake.
A crucial mistake there for State High, something you do not want to happen after you force 3 and out. You were looking at some great field position, great chance to get back into the end zone and add some points on, but brutal mistake there, and now Harrisburg takes advantage of it. And they're looking to march right down the field. So Michael Schenk is back on the field here. Takes a snap, hands it off. That's Dent. Going to be running up the middle.
And that was our guy Zenoble, who was there in the backfield, just missed the tackle. He was trying to shoot the gap and make the play, but he was just unable to.
Dent gets past the 40. It's a 2nd and 4, so a 6-yard gain. Harrisburg will take it here from their own 41-yard line. Both teams thriving from the mistakes made by the other side so far, but both trying to get back into the end zone here, get some points on the board. Schenk will take the snap, gives it back to Dent. Dent moving back up the middle, breaking some tackles, still on his feet as he gets past midfield. That'll be a 1st down for Harrisburg.
I mean, and if Dent didn't have offers to play college ball before this game, he will after, because he is playing really well in front of some big-time scouts. I mean, he's a great player. He looks great. He's only a junior.
Especially with, like we've said so many times, James Franklin in attendance for this game tonight, and he's putting on a show. You hate to see Messiah Mickens miss this game, but Princeton Dent taking the most of his opportunity and running with it. No pun intended. It'll be 1st and 10 here from the 48. Shank takes a snap, gives it right back to Dent. Moving past midfield, and he is pulled out of bounds just beyond the 40.
Princeton Dent on the carry for Harrisburg.
There's a flag down.
Flag is on the play. A late flag, late penalty.
Far side
See
of
what
the
they
field.
call here.
Personal foul, State College number 24. 15-yard penalty for the end of the run. First down.
And that is going to really help here at Harrisburg here. A personal foul moving them up an extra 15 yards.
Yeah, I don't really know what the foul was. It might have been along the sideline there.
That'll be a first down regardless, but we're going to see where they have the ball now. And they're inside the 25-yard line. That was a big mistake for State College. And now Harrisburg will take it from the Little Lions 24. Shank will take it, keeps it himself, throws it to the right side, going down the sideline and in for the touchdown. That's Lewis Dillard, like you said.
Lewis Dillard.
We wanted to see him get targets, and there he is, and he gives Harrisburg the lead back.
We knew he was going to get involved at some point. I was going to call it out again, but I didn't want to be repetitive. When you see bunch formations like that, you could expect screen. 3 over 3 is exactly what you want. He's able to make a man miss, get into the end zone. So just a really too easy of a score for Harrisburg. And like we mentioned earlier, they're going for 2 again.
Third time this game they will be going for 2. As Dent, Shank, and all the Cougars stayed on the field here. Although it looks like that's going to be Jayon Lewis lining up at quarterback.
Yep, and he played quarterback in this game last year. We'll see what happens here.
He's going to take it himself, runs toward the right side, and he'll get in with ease. The 2-point conversion is good for Harrisburg. And they take a big-time 20-13 lead,
with 7:21
capitalizing off the mistakes by State High to start the second half.
State College 13.
20-13 our score. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Memorial Field, where Harrisburg just took a 20-13 lead. Colin, how are those Skittles during your break?
I mean, fantastic. Very reasonable prices here at Memorial Field. At halftime, I went down, and yeah, $3 Skittles.
You got to enjoy the break somehow. As here's the kickoff that is going to reach the end zone and be a touchback for State High. But wow, we got to talk about that last sequence of events. State High has the ball in their own territory. It's looking like they could add on some points of their own. Then a crucial fumble by Connor Kolka.
Or it's by Sheffy, right?
Sheffy, yes, you're right. My apologies. Harrisburg takes it back, and that was Lewis Dillard that got them the touchdown. But now State High going to have the ball back here, and we'll see how they could rebound from those mistakes on the previous drive.
I mean, we talked about the running backs at Harrisburg, but they are so deep at wide receiver too. I mean, they've gotten so many different guys involved. It's not just Koch. I mean, they've gotten Lewis involved. They got Dillard involved. I mean, just a very talented team.
Coco will take it himself. Running toward the right side, he's going to go with his legs and gets drilled near the 25-yard line.
Connor Kolka on the
That'll be a
carry
gain of
for
about
State
5 for
College.
State High.
Russell makes the tackle for Harrisburg.
Zamir Russell, what a hit. I mean, this is a program that had Micah Parsons go through it. I mean, my goodness, he looked like Micah Parsons there.
It's 2nd and 5.
Micah
State
Parsons went to Harrisburg.
He did. Yeah, he
Wow.
did.
Micah Parsons, the newly highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL's history after his trade to the Green Bay Packers a couple weeks ago. So it'll be 2nd and 5 here. Kolka takes it, hands it off. Sheffy up the middle. Going to try and wrestle for that first down. I think he's going to be just short.
I like that they're not afraid to go back to Sheffy, though. Just because you fumble one time doesn't mean you shouldn't get the ball again. I mean, he's been great the whole game, you know, minus that fumble. So, you know, keep feeding him the rock.
You got to help him regain his confidence somehow after that mistake. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and 1 here for State High. Maybe look to go right back to Sheffy here to try and pick up that first down, or like we saw in the first 2 scores of the game for State High, they faked it with Sheffy and did 2 things to catch Harrisburg off guard. We'll see what they do here. 3rd and 1 from the 29.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Furmanek get the ball yet as a runner.
Cockle will take it. Indeed, he goes to Sheffy, trying to wrestle for that first down, and he's got it.
Yeah, and he was going to be stopped short, but if he doesn't have those strong legs, he doesn't get it. But he is able to push the pile and get 3 yards on a first down.
And State High with a fresh set of downs here, trying to get back in this one. They trail it 20-13 as we get into the later stages of this 3rd quarter. Motion man, that's Lukac. Kolka takes it, drops it, but stays with it, throws it, and it's dropped by
Damir Code.
Damir Code. That's a lot of drops there on that play. A lot to take away from that. Dropped by the quarterback, got it back, threw it to the receiver, dropped it. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of drops from Damir Code. I mean, last week he had a great toe tap catch on the sideline. I mean, he's usually a very sure-handed receiver, but I'm sure the timing being messed up with Kolka dropping the snap kind of threw him off, and who knows, it might have been blown up anyway. So at least it wasn't for a loss. We'll keep it to 2nd and 10.
Pretty crazy turn of events there, but State High still with it. 2nd and 10 here from the 32. 5:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Harrisburg leading 20-13. Handoff is to Sheffy. And does not go much of anywhere. Harrisburg bulldozes him.
And again, this is a Harrisburg team that struggled to stop the run last week against Bishop McDivitt. They did a great job there, and it'll be 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line. So no gain on that play. And now State College going to need a big play here to avoid going 3 and out again. They were so effective on those first 2 drives, but since not able to get much working, Kolka's going to look to the right side, and just to pick up of a couple, that was Lukac.
Connor Kolka's pass.
That was, I think that was, yeah, that was
That was
Damir
Code.
Code again. Yeah.
I apologize.
I mean, that time he caught it, but there was nowhere to go. I mean, great tackle by Harrisburg, and now up the score, getting the ball back. Not looking the greatest for State High right now. They need to get the ball right back.
And Harrisburg forces another punt. That'll be Koch back to receive. The Rutgers commit, who's had some big moments in this one so far tonight.
And it's a timeout for Harrisburg.
Timeout. Harrisburg.
So Harrisburg will call timeout here before they get the ball back. With 4 minutes left in the 3rd, they lead 20-13. We'll be right back on CNET. Back here from Memorial Field. Harrisburg leads at 20-13, and they'll be getting the ball back. That is Elias Koch back to receive. Markowski on the punt, sends it away, and Koch will just let this one sail out of bounds. That landed around the 30, and we'll see Michael Schenk.
Oh, they're moving it way up, moving it to the 38.
38.
Shane Markowski's punt goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Harrisburg.
It's where it crosses out of bounds, but man, that even though he hit it about 10 yards further, it was went out of bounds there, crossed out at like the 38.
So Harrisburg gets a nice break there. 3:53 to go in the third here. And they have a 20-13 lead, looking to maybe burn some clock and add on at the same time. They have done a nice job taking over since the first quarter. That was all State College, and now it's been all Harrisburg ever since. So we'll see some more of the Cougar offense here. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Schenk takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And running up the middle, still going.
Flag's down.
Flag is down. That's Lewis Dillard. He's going to take off far. And he gets close to the end zone. We'll see what this is called.
I mean, I mentioned Lewis Dillard. He either got to the 1 or it was a touchdown, but it's going to be called back.
62-yard run for
62-yard catch and run.
Flags are down.
But it looks like it's going to be called back.
Ruled a touchdown, but we'll see what the flag is here. Indeed a holding on Harrisburg, so that will come all the way back. You kind of figure on plays like that, most of the times holding is called. And we saw it again here. I believe that happened to Harrisburg earlier in the game as well, or that might have been State High.
Yeah, that was Titus Brown, the H-back. I mean, it'll happen sometimes on these screens, especially if you have guys who are good block shedding. But, I mean, yeah, that's not what you want to have happen. You go from a big play touchdown to being behind the chains. So it'll be 1st and 11 because of where the hold occurred. Because it's 10 yards from the spot.
So 1st and 11 from the 37-yard line. It looks like that ball is, but they started from the 38. Okay. Anyways, they run it from the 37. 1st and 11.
Light box, look for a handoff.
It is indeed a handoff. Den up the middle, gets a couple, and will be brought down around the 41 or 42-yard line.
On the carry for Harrisburg.
A gain of about 4 or 5, and set up a much more manageable second down.
Now, football is a game of numbers, right? So if you have 3 receivers up top, if you're the defense, you want to have 4 over them. Or if you have, let's say, 1 receiver at the bottom, you want 2 over him, right? So it's a numbers game. If the offense sees they have equal numbers or better numbers, they're going to go there with the ball. If you look up top right now, you got trips up top. It's 3 covering 3. You could see a screen.
Schenk will take it. Drops back. Looking deep. He's got a man wide open. That's Jayan Lewis, and he'll coast to the end zone. Touchdown, Harrisburg. They add on even more.
Jayan Lewis with
Boy, he might not be quarterback anymore, but he makes his presence known at wide receiver. My goodness. He had the 2-point play earlier. A wide open play right there. And Harrisburg's band gets the play now, but they scored again.
Harrisburg's been playing a lot of music since that first quarter, rightfully so, as they have taken over here. It is 26-13, and once again, it looks like the offense is out there to go for 2. This will be the 4th 2-point conversion attempt of the game. Because like we said, they struggle with that kicking unit. If they continue to add on, they might get to practice with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually,
oh,
they are going to kick this. Okay.
First time for everything. Let's see.
And the snap is very far back. And falling on it is Schenk, and that doesn't go much of anywhere.
Well, now you know why they don't try PATs very often, huh?
That is true. But nonetheless, Harrisburg leads it now 26-13. We'll be right back. How will State High respond?
Harrisburg 26. State College.
welcome you back here to Memorial Field. As Harrisburg will kick it off, that's a squib, and it's going to be recovered by
Code.
State High. That's Code running down the right side, and he'll get out of bounds. Some off-topic news, football news that is, for those watching the NFL tonight, the Chiefs and the Chargers playing out in Sao Paulo, Brazil. But fantasy players beware, as Xavier Worthy had to exit the game. That is not only tough news for fantasy football players, but tough news for the Chiefs.
That is
also without Rashee Rice.
Yeah,
so
that is not good.
we'll see how Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and company can handle that. The newly engaged Travis Kelce, that is.
That's correct.
Every broadcast has to shout that out at least once now, don't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if she was here, we would show her, but...
Oh, of course. But anyways, State High back with possession. Connor Kolka's out there, trying to get something working here. Hands it off, that's Sheffy. He breaks toward the right side.
That's coming back.
Still going, but it looks like that's going to be coming back.
That's going to be a hold on Daimir Code, number 6. At first it was a good block, but he got his arms too far outside and had a hold.
Holding, State College, number 6.
That is indeed a hold on Daimir Code, and that will come back for State High, and they'll lose some yardage on that.
I mean, obviously you don't want to hold, and you can blame Code for it, but it's so hard when the player reverses field like that and you're a blocker. You just try and throw hands on him. The guy's trying to move towards the ball carrier, and sometimes you're just holding his jersey, and you know, you'll get flagged for it.
Indeed a rough one there, but it is now 1st and 20 from the 14. We'll see how State High can respond from this. Little Lions now down 26-13 after originally starting the game up 13-0 with about 2.5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Need to get going and need to get going fast here.
Yeah, I was going to say they need to start speeding up here.
Motion man to the left. Kolka takes a snap. Moves toward the right side and throws. That's going to be incomplete.
And that was the 4-star Kevin Brown in pursuit, even though he's going to be playing offensive line at the next level. There as a D-end was really getting pressure there on Kolka.
Like we said earlier, that versatility from high school athletes, most of them playing on both sides of the ball, showing off great versatility. Like you saw there on Brown.
Late flag again.
Flag on the field. Like you said, very late, and we'll see what the call is here.
Maybe a substitution? Let's see.
Band is playing. They want to know what's up here.
Yeah, I think the flag was an excuse for Harrisburg's band to start playing.
As do we. 26-13 the score so far if you're just tuning in. The Harrisburg Cougars over the State College Little Lions here with 2:29 remaining in the third.
State College, the penalty is declined. It's going to be 2nd down.
So that was an illegal receiver downfield call, but a decline penalty. So it remains 2nd and 20 for State College. Still at their own 14-yard line.
Sometimes when it's going bad, it gets worse, and they decline the flag because it's 2nd down and 20.
We'll see how they can respond here. Kolka takes a snap. Band's still playing. Throws toward the right side. That's Code, but it looks like he might have got out of bounds.
Yeah, he was out of
before
bounds.
Catching that ball, it is ruled incomplete.
He's great on the sideline, but not when the ball's thrown that far outside. But it was really the pressure that sped Kolka up there.
So it'll be 3rd and 20.
3rd down, State High.
State High trying to get something working here.
Yeah, Kolka's shaking his head. He's just wondering what's going to work now. It's pressure on back-to-back plays. They need something to work.
3rd and 20 here for State High. Trailing by 13 points in this one. Kolka takes a snap, hands it off. That's Sheffy. And he'll be running toward the right side and taking down pretty early.
I mean, and that was just for some field position, but I mean, my goodness. I mean, another punt here for State High, and Harrisburg has a chance to put even more points up.
Another 3 and out by State High.
Israel Mitchell makes the tackle.
You have to wonder what was said to these Harrisburg players after going down 13-0 in the game early on can really turn the switch and just take over here late.
Yeah, that's a great point. After the first quarter, I mean, it wasn't looking good for him. And then
a botched snap.
Oh, my goodness. And Markowski had to catch it on one knee, so it's going to be down at the 1 yard line or 2 yard line.
And Markowski, wow. Harrisburg. So they're going to take over from the 1 yard line.
Well, like I said, when it gets bad, sometimes it gets worse. When it rains, it pours. And now, I mean, this is not really the situation you want to put your defense in. Yeah, I mean, obviously, look for a run here. You're on a 2 yard line. I mean, the running game has worked the entire game.
Well, you have to be thrilled if you're Harrisburg after how that punt was botched, and now you get the ball at the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
Look for Princeton Dent to punch it in here, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes adversity helps the team grow. I mean, we saw adversity there in the first quarter on the road, down 2 scores, and they haven't blinked since.
We'll see what happens here. 1:43 to go in the third. Shank takes a snap, going to take it himself, and he is in.
Oh, I think that was Lewis again.
Was that Lewis?
I think so.
It was Lewis. Touchdown.
And no surprise, back out for 2 after what happened last time.
You are correct. I was under the assumption it was Michael Shank Jr., who's been at quarterback all night, but it looks like Jalen Lewis.
Touchdown.
Jalen Lewis is getting some run here.
Remaining in the third quarter.
Why not?
140 left in the third. This thing's starting to get ugly. It's 32-13 Harrisburg. And like we said, going for 2 again. And that is Lewis at quarterback. Princeton Dent lined up in the backfield. Lewis going to take it himself and going to get in easily.
Same play that they ran before for 2, other side, and just no one there for State High. I mean, they look demoralized, and can you blame them after how this game has went? A few turnovers, a few third and outs, and now we're here.
34-13 Cougars. Harrisburg continuing to add on. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
State College 13.
Memorial Field, where this one has gotten completely out of hand for State High, as that kick will take it into the end zone for a touchback. 34-13. 34 unanswered points by the Harrisburg Cougars. Since the first quarter, they have absolutely taken over the place.
You know, and it's weird because you can't really point to one thing that has been the downfall for State High. I mean, they have not been able to pick up third downs. I mean, that's a big problem, obviously. They had the turnover when Sheffy fumbled, but I mean, other than that, the big plays, yeah, we see it on the screen. 22 points this quarter to 0. I mean, and that's obviously the difference in the game. So, yeah, I mean, if you're State High, you just look to put together a drive. Listening to Tom Brady talk about this recently, but just get a couple first downs, just get 7 points, and then go play some defense. Make it manageable.
If anyone could do it, it's Tom Brady, but he's not out there. We'll see what happens. Kolka passes it. That's Code down the right side of the field, and he'll get down just about a little over the 30.
And that's what we need to see more. We need to see Code with the ball in his hands. Nice, easy throw. And let's get up and run the play.
Well, this game isn't over yet. It's getting late in the third quarter, but we still do have another quarter to play. State High got to get it going sooner rather than later, but they're not out of the water just yet. Crazier things have happened, Colin.
For sure, absolutely. I mean, we were just talking about Tom Brady, the 28-3 game in the Super Bowl, and this is high school. You never know, right?
Got to get these athletes going here. Kolka will hand it off. That's Sheffy. Just gets a couple. We're now under a minute left here in this third quarter.
And this honestly is probably the biggest difference in this half. Is State High has been in second and long and third and long because Sheffy has not had the holes that he had to start the game, really taking away the run game, forcing them to pass, and when they've passed, there's been a lot of pressure on Kolka.
Absolutely has. 36 seconds remaining here now in this third quarter. 2nd and 9 at the 32 for State High. Kolka takes it. Gonna roll out to the left side. Gonna fire it down the field. He's got Code, and Code drops it. He was wide open, had a touchdown.
If he caught it, but there's a flag
in the
down
balance, but
anyway.
he drops it, and now there is a flag. We'll have to see what this is.
My goodness, so that was a great throw on the run.
Pass is incomplete. Flags are down.
Amazing throw by Kolka. We'll see what this is called.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense.
That's a good call. I saw it. I was wondering if they were going to call it on the outside. It was blocking for Kolka.
And that is going to help State High. That's going to get them a first down that they needed.
They needed it, but don't forget, they had a touchdown there, a walk-in touchdown, a big play. And Daimir Code just dropped it, maybe lost concentration, I'm not sure what. But, yeah, at least, like you said, positive play near midfield, and this is what you need to do to get back in this game.
We've seen that time in and time out from receivers, even in the pros.
First down.
They have their eyes on the end zone, and they take their eye off the ball. Even if you take your eye off it just a second, that could be the difference between a touchdown and, like we said, lined up from the 47, which they are. Kolka's going to roll out again, evading pressure. Throws it to the right side. That was intended for Furmanek, but it goes over his head.
Furmanek was wide open on the backside, and Kolka just airmailed it. I mean, his initial 2 reads were taken away.
Too strong of a throw, and that'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally not in love with your quarterback rolling out to one side like that when there's no play action, because it really eliminates half of the field. Now, it is designed to make the throw shorter. It's designed to help with pressure, but I mean, yeah, I mean, he had to go turn back and throw the other way. Furmanek wasn't really ready for the ball. Kolka overthrew it. So, yeah, I mean, I think he has the arm strength to where he can just drop back and pass it, and he can hit any part of the field. We saw the throw down the field to Code. I don't think you need to cut half the field like that.
Kolka will take the snap, rolling out again, rolling backwards. Going to throw it across the field. Nearly picked off, but right through the hands of Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit ugly. I mean, there was no one really there. There was pressure again. I mean, yeah, there's State High is completely out of sorts. Yeah, you just need some easy completions or something.
State High out of sync here. 3rd and 10 from the 47. They're gifted these opportunities. They're gifted these penalties, and they just can't convert. But we're going to see what happens here on 3rd and 10. Can Connor Kolka dial something up here and get them another first down or get them further down the field? And it looks like we're going to have a timeout called.
Timeout. State College.
State College calling a timeout, needing to get the rhythm back. With 12 seconds to go in the third quarter, 34-13 Harrisburg. We'll be right back. To go in this third quarter. 12 seconds to go in this third quarter. Back from Memorial Field, where we're going to have a 3rd and 10 from the 47 for State High, looking to get just about anything going. Kolka will take the snap, drops back, moving toward the right side, going to fire it down the field.
That's going to be a flag, yep.
That is without a doubt going to be a flag. Pass was intended for Hank Lustig.
It was unnecessary, too. I mean, it was no way he was going to catch that ball, but he leveled them, and we're going to have pass interference and 15 in the first down.
So much needed break coming here for State High.
We have offsetting fouls.
Oh, offsetting.
Oh,
Offense number 58.
Maybe not.
Pass interference, defense number 3. Those penalties will all set. We'll replay 3rd down.
So an offset penalty. We had a pass interference. And what was the other one?
I think it was
a hold, right?
Yeah.
So a holding and a pass interference offset each other. We replay 3rd and 10 from the 47. Now 6 seconds left in the third. So this will most likely be the final play of the quarter. And we'll see if Connor Kolka can get something here for State High. The Little Lions needing to convert here.
Look for Lukac. He hasn't been targeted very frequently here in the second half.
Takes a snap. Evading pressure, but can't get away from it. He is taken down. And that's Rashad Wright on that tackle. Williamson, I apologize, was on the tackle. And that's the end of the third quarter. Harrisburg leads at 34-13. We'll see what State High does coming out of the quarter here. We'll be right back.
13.
We are back from Memorial Field at the start of this fourth quarter. Little NFL score update for you. The Chargers leading the Chiefs 13-3 as that game's about to go to halftime. Quentin Johnston with a touchdown. As we talked about earlier, Xavier Worthy had to leave the game for the Chiefs. And we'll see what happens there. As Patrick Mahomes could be starting his season on the losing end, but we got to focus back on this football game. 34-13 the score for Harrisburg. About to get the ball back as Shane Markowski getting ready to punt this one away.
Can I just take a moment to shout out both bands? I mean, for high school bands, man, they are killing it today. Got a little bit of Sweet Caroline action.
Absolutely, man.
State High.
I'm getting shades of the Blue Band. And speaking of the Blue Band, I was at the State College Spikes Championship game last night, and we were promised the Blue Band, and they didn't show up. So
oh my goodness,
it's good to see. It's good to see this. Well, not a lot of people showed up. I mean, the weather scared a lot of people off. It was supposed to be a lot more crowded than it was, but
hopefully the rain doesn't scare anyone off tomorrow for the FIU game here at State College.
That is the hope. A noon kickoff for Penn State tomorrow as they face Florida International, looking to advance to 2-0 on the season.
Have you ever seen this before? Look at Coke right now. He is just sitting down, waiting for play to restart.
Taking it all in, taking a breather.
Why not? He's back on his feet.
He gets up. As it looks like play is going to start here. Markowski will punt it.
Almost blocked.
Almost blocked, but Koch will get it around the 20-yard line. Going to take it back, moving toward the left side of the field. He's got room to run. And he's going to face some traffic and go out just in front, or past the 40-yard line.
Shane Markowski's punt is returned by Elias Koch.
And already up by 21 points. We'll see the
Harrisburg
offense again.
The
They'll get it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, this is when you're going to see the Princeton Dent show, right? Try and kill some clock. It's been working for you.
And I'll be interested to see who comes out at quarterback here. I'm sure they'll run it back with Shank Jr., but
yeah,
as they will, he's back out there. But we saw Jayon Lewis get those plays near the end zone and that touchdown earlier in the game.
I mean, I can't imagine if you're State High, you should really be honoring the receivers up the top right now. You got to be running the ball, try and kill some clock up 3 scores.
Lewis is up there, as he talked about. But another possession here is fake the handoff, and he'll throw on the right side of the field. Breaking some tackles and going down just in front of midfield. That's Trace Walker.
Don't listen to me. Walker had a nice run after catch there.
Well, hey, it looks like they were going to run it, but they decided at the last second, hey, let's pass it outside, and got a nice little gain there.
Yeah, well, this is these RPOs, right? The quarterback has the option to hand it off or make the easy access throws there. He takes the throw up top, and you got a gain of about 7. So, yeah, I mean, take whatever the defense is giving you.
2nd and 3 here from the 47 for Harrisburg. We'd like to thank those who have tuned in and stayed with us tonight. Colin Chrissy, Adam Peterzak, and the rest of the CNET team. Happy to have you along with us throughout this one. As here we go. Shank takes the snap. He'll hand it off. That is Dent toward the left side, but gets taken down.
Nice play by Williams.
Princeton Dent on the
Nice play
carry.
indeed.
Kellen Williams makes the tackle. It's 3rd.
I mean, you would never know that Williams played some quarterback. My goodness, what a tackle there at safety. Good closing speed.
And that is no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 47 for Harrisburg. State High's defense showing up here. They want the ball back, but they're going to have to make one more stop here to potentially force a punt and get that possession back on their side.
So right now, just looking at numbers, State High's expecting pass. And that means it could be a run here. Let's see.
Shank gets a snap. Fakes the handoff to Dent. He's going to throw it down the field. He's got Lewis, and he just barely drops it. He had that ball, and he knows it. But the pass is incomplete, and that'll set up 4th down. And it's looking like State High will get that ball right back.
Potentially.
Or will
They haven't substituted
Maybe
yet.
not. It looks like Shank's going to stay on the field here.
We'll see.
And indeed, it looks like Harrisburg's going to be going for this.
We could see something like a pooch punt. We'll see. Maybe they'll just try and draw him off. There's plenty of different options here for Harrisburg. Play clock is ticking down.
See what happens. Play clock's at 5. And they get
And
the
there
snap.
it is.
And what is that? That was a punt. It's taken back, and that's going to be a touchdown for State High. What in the world? That is Matt Goal.
Michael Shank's punt.
As it looks like Michael Shank tried to punt it, but it was blocked. And Goal takes it back for the score.
Well, I mean, I called the pooch punt there. I mean, they did try and punt it, but I mean, you cannot leave the big nose guard unblocked like that. He blocks the punt, then shows off the wheels and brings it to the end zone. Got to enjoy that touchdown. Even though his team's down, you're a lineman like that, you got to love it when you can get your flowers.
And with the play clock winding down, that looks like awfully a bit of a forced play.
Yeah, I mean, it was totally, from the very beginning, it was, the call was in late, the blocking was bad.
And now Markowski going to try to add on here. Snap good, hold good, kick is up. And through. State College adds on another point. Still a sizable gap, but they're still in this one. Now down by 2 scores. It's 34-20 as the Little Lions continue to claw their way back. No pun intended. We'll be back. Man, I'm in a groove now. 9:52 left, and now I'm in a groove, man.
Matt Gall. Know the name.
Matt Goal.
He's in the nose guard.
Scoop and score. Welcome you back here to Memorial Field, where State High with quite the turn of events. Harrisburg's QB, Michael Shank, tried to punt that one away, and to no avail, it was blocked and taken back by the nose guard, Matt Gall, and the D tackle as well. And State High finds himself in the end zone.
Now listen, I don't want to be too on the nose, But if your last name is Shank, I don't know if you should be punting the ball at all, especially if you're a quarterback. But
You
jokes
are not
aside,
wrong, my friend. You
jokes
are not
aside,
wrong.
big play there for State High to get back in this game, but still a 2-score lead here for the Harrisburg Cougars.
Definitely a questionable call from the Cougars side, but State High will definitely take it. Because now they're ready to punt it away. Down 14 points, 20-34, with 9:52 left in this game. You know, you and I were talking, I think it was during the end of the third quarter break, that we could have to get into some blowout material here, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
State High wants to stay in this game, and they're working their best to do so.
It's a 2-score deficit. It ain't over until it's over.
Markowski getting ready to kick this one away. There it goes. And it's a bit of a squibber kick.
Oh!
And it's recovered! It's recovered by State High. That's Mason Evans on the recovery.
Oh my goodness. It's kind of a trick onside kick. Kick it where they ain't.
And the trick kick works to perfection. Wow, my oh my. State High toying with the Harrisburg Cougars now.
Wow, special teams has really changed this game. I mean, one of the more creative onside kicks I've ever seen. I mean, I think it was on purpose, you know. I mean, who knows? They'll probably say it was, but my goodness, they get the ball back here, and wow, what a turn of events. This is why you watch high school football. This is why you tune into CNET. I'm fired up now.
We are locked in. We're ready to go for the rest of this game. The final 10 minutes about to be a good one. Kolka back on the field. He'll hand it off. That's Sheffy going up the middle. And a nice gain, wrestling around and goes down.
I mean,
at about the 28 or 27 yard line.
We've talked about it, right? First quarter, I like to think of football like boxing sometimes, right? You know, in boxing, you win different rounds. Like that's like this in football, right? First quarter was won by State High. Second and third were won by Harrisburg, and now State College so far winning the fourth.
You can never count anybody out as Sheffy runs up the middle. Again, he's going to gain a couple here.
About a yard short?
A yard or two.
Sheffy on the run for State College. Gain of 2, it's 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2, setting up a 3rd and 1 situation, and like we said all night, maybe they go right back to Sheffy here. It's worked sometimes and it hasn't, so.
The only thing is they're taking a lot of clock here to figure out this play, right? You only have 9 minutes. You need to score and then get the ball back and score again, so you don't have time on your side.
Clock is definitely not on the side of the Little Lions here. It's a handoff again to Sheffy, and it looks like it's just
Sheffy
enough.
Well,
potentially, maybe not. Let's see, did he get the ball across the first down marker?
I thought he did, but it looks like they're signaling fourth. We'll see.
Fans, your Little Lions have entered the Glen
Looks like they might measure.
Red Zone.
We'll see what they call it here.
I think they're going to measure. We'll see. Yep, they're bringing the chains
to measure. The chain gang is coming out.
Which now they don't do at the NFL level now.
You're right. You're right. Although I kind of like that strategy they do at the NFL. It's visually easier to see. But this now more of a throwback method.
I mean, yeah, but they've been using Hawkeye technology for years in sports like tennis and cricket. So, I mean, it was bound to happen in football at some point. We're going to get an ABS system in the MLB soon, so we'll see.
Can't come soon enough. And we're going to see the measuring.
Short by around a foot.
And it looks like he is short. This is going to be 4th down and inches. Or like you said, 4th down and a foot.
Do you remember that, this is years ago in a bowl game, I think it was the Citrus Bowl, it was the Michigan-South Carolina play, where they marked him short even though it looked like South Carolina should have gotten a stop on defense. And then the very next play, Jadavian Clowney blew up Michigan's quarterback, got the ball right back for his team. So, but this time, it didn't go against the defense.
4th down and about a foot away from the line. I hope Kevin Durant's not watching the game
yeah.
now. We're back to that Brooklyn Nets playoff moment. But
Don't remind me. Oh, here's Furmanek.
I see you're a Nets fan. I apologize. Anyways.
Furmanek, they did this in the first game against Gateway. Let's see if he goes trying to snap it. He does.
And he's going to go up and through. It looks like he picks it up.
Colco certainly thinks so.
We'll see what they rule this.
Yeah, they haven't said anything
We're
yet.
going to check it out. Crowd going silent here, waiting to see the ruling.
Ooh. Ooh, Harrisburg thinks they just got to stop.
Celebrating, thinks they have the stop.
Let's see here. Colca cannot believe it. They're going to measure again.
Here come the chains one more time.
Yep, the chain gain's getting a workout, and the State High fans are booing. Can you blame them?
Harrisburg waiting to see.
Oh, boy, this is close. Oh!
And Harrisburg has it.
Oh, my
Just
goodness.
by the skin of their teeth, they get the ball back.
I mentioned that Clowney play. Someone is going to be annoyed on that State High side and try to get a one-play turnover here and get the ball right back.
Harrisburg takes over.
Wow. I thought Furmanek had it. State High thought Furmanek had it. Against Gateway, they had Furmanek come under center just to try and draw him off. They did a good job there not jumping, and then when Furmanek did take the snap, he didn't get it.
What a turn of events. And now you've got Harrisburg coming back out with just over 8 minutes left in this game. They could work their best to chew some clock. And they're looking, if you're a Harrisburg fan or someone on the team, you got to be feeling real good right now.
For sure.
1st and 10 from the 20. Shank takes the snap, going to hand it off. That's Dent down the right side. Breaks a tackle or two. A flag is down, but Dent gets to about the 30. We'll see what they call here.
Yeah, it'll be a hold on those outside runs when you run plays like outside zone or stretch. Yep, hold.
It is indeed a hold. Colin giving shades of early days Tony Romo. He was able to predict a lot of stuff. And
I don't know, Adam.
well, I don't know, man. I think you might be better than him.
I appreciate the compliment. I'm not so sure I agree, but yeah, I'll take it. Take it where I can get it.
Hey, the CNET crew doing a great job here. As with 8:01 left.
Does the I've been seeing this all game. Does the Harrisburg helmets remind you of those Oregon helmets?
Yeah.
With the, you know what I'm talking about?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, with like the little
like stripes on them, the lines. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, Harrisburg's the Cougars, so you don't know how that correlates.
Oh,
but
boy.
Dent will take it up the middle, has some room to run, and gets to just about the 25.
Got a lot of those yards back. Got all the yards back. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Williams makes the tackle for State College.
2nd and 6 here.
Now we're under 7.5 minutes.
2nd and 5 Cougars.
2nd and 5, I apologize, from the 24-yard line. You know, it's tough to measure those yards.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you could go back and maybe when we watch the film, it'll look obvious that he got it, but it's so hard when you're in the moment as a ref, right? We don't have replay review or anything like that in the moment, so, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, certainly could help. As we get past the 7-minute mark here in the final quarter, that'll be a handoff again, but that is not Dent. That is Connor Young with it. Oh, wait, that's State High. I apologize. Wrong side.
Johnson on the carry for
that is Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, we haven't got to see Johnson a whole lot today. I guess he'd be the 3rd running back normally, but without Mickens, he's there behind Dent.
My broadcast sheet thought State High still had the ball.
Well, if you know, Juwan Johnson's a name people know around State College. Juwan Johnson, the now NFL tight end, played wide receiver at Penn State.
Former Penn Stater, now playing for the New Orleans Saints. He'll face the Arizona Cardinals to start his 2025 season on Sunday.
Johnson stays in there.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shank takes a snap. Going to hand it off. It's Johnson again. And not going much of anywhere this time, and gets tackled down hard.
And late. I thought they was maybe get a flag, and that would have been a demoralizing flag, but no call.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Colin is loving the band music. He's dancing up here. You can't see it, but we're having a good time.
I am. I mean, listen, it's not as close of a game as we wanted, but I mean, the band is still having a good time, so I might as well have a good time as well.
Absolutely, man. Harrisburg with a 34-20 lead, just trying to let this clock go out as far as they can. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Schenk will take the snap, hands it off. That's Dent this time, breaking some tackles and gets down to about the 39.
I mean, Messiah Mickens obviously was the difference maker for Harrisburg's team, but I mean, my goodness, the way Dent's played, I think he's a guy that more people need to know about for sure.
And he's a guy that Harrisburg can certainly count on going forward throughout the rest of the year, the way he's impressed so far tonight.
If you had to pick a star of the game, who would you pick?
I was just going to ask you that, but you know what? We might have to go with Princeton Dent.
If it's not Dent, I mean, Lewis?
Certainly could be. We'll talk about that more later on. Just about 4.5 minutes left here in this one. Schenk will have it. He'll hand it off. It's Dent again.
Flag down.
Flags are down.
Princeton Dent
Gets past the 45. We'll see what these flags are for. Stops the
Oh,
clock
another
at
late flag.
4:27 and
Oh,
another
boy.
late flag. And let's see what's called here.
I think one was starting to play, one was after the play, so we'll see.
We'll see what the refs call here. Those were a lot of flags on the field, and let's see what the call is.
Offense, number 74. After the play, personal foul, number 1, State College. We're going to go 10 yards and then back up 15.
So a holding and a personal foul. So it looks like 10-yard penalty, they said?
You can't be doing that if you're A.J. Fry at this point in the game, right? You really need to stop. You can't just be having dumb personal fouls, but then again, we didn't see what happened, so.
Both teams are just trying to get out of here clean at this point.
For sure. Yeah, reduce injury. Oh boy, now they give them a first, so really costly penalty.
So a first down here for Harrisburg, and they'll be at the 40-yard line. Excuse me, the 45.
Well, the difference in this game has really been that fumble by Dante Sheffy, and then honestly, that big stoppage there, which is he arguably converted, but Chains ruled him short, so that's what the referee said.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 45, Harrisburg. They are up 34-20. The snap goes over Schenk's head. He falls on it.
The ball's still loose.
And the ball is still loose. State College celebrating like they haven't, and they do. State High gets the ball back.
Again, it ain't over till it's over. 4 minutes left. Now, the problem is State High had to use 2 timeouts earlier.
And that was Lustig on the recovery.
So State High had to use 2 timeouts earlier, meaning they can't use them to stop the clock. But, yeah, I mean, you have a ball set up here.
The play is a fumble recovered by State College. After the play, personal foul, taunting.
And another personal foul call.
Oh.
So is that on Harrisburg they just called?
That's on Harrisburg. A taunting penalty gives them 15, so even better field position.
So a real win there for State College, a fumble recovery, and they got 15 extra yards out of it.
Could you imagine if State College had scored a touchdown on that drive that got stopped short, and then they just got the ball back there? I mean, could you imagine that result?
Well, hey, my friend, that could happen now. There's still 4 minutes left in this game.
It's true.
Have entered the Glen O. Hawbaker Red Zone.
The Glen O. Hawbaker Red Zone for State High.
And they get the ball at the 15-yard line, a 1st and 10. Still down 34-20. Absolutely need to score here. That is not an understatement, not a disagreement. Kolke hands it off. That's Sheffy. He runs it up past the 10. And State College keeps the line moving.
I mean, I like Sheffy a lot, but you're running out of time to run the ball. Got to get it to Code or someone here. Maybe look for a quick slant, something like that.
And we'll see what they end up doing. They're going to hand it off Sheffy again, breaking some tackles. He's got room to run, and he gets in. Touchdown, State High. They're still in this one. It's not over yet.
I should have knocked Sheffy because what a run. I mean, he reverses his field, breaks some tackles, gets in the end zone, and of course, it looks like it's as designed, but it wasn't because of how good of a runner he is. But we'll take it any way they can get it.
The Syracuse commit keeps the Little Lions in it. 34-26 the score now.
And a huge extra point for Markowski, right? If you don't get it, if he doesn't get it, you have to go for 2, so make sure you make this.
Big time extra point here. Snap is good, hold is good. Markowski's kick bangs off the post. Slight shades of Cody Parkey in Chicago.
Oh my goodness. Boy, someone's not going to be happy with me tonight. My goodness, I shouldn't have mentioned it because he has been money all year.
The up and down night continues for State High. Down 34-26 now, one-score game, but a crucial extra point missed.
Well, don't forget, we already saw one onside kick, right? So we'll see if they have another. It's very hard to have multiple onside kicks called and practiced frequently, right? I'm sure they practiced the one that they used. You kind of can't use that again, or you can, but the chances of recovering it are a lot lower now that they know it's coming. So we'll see if they have another onside in their arsenal, or if they're just going to try and kick it deep and hope that they get the ball back with enough time remaining.
Big 3 minute 39 seconds remaining here in this one. And it's going to be big to see who comes away with it.
Keeping our stadium clean tonight.
You know, every single time I think this game is getting out of hand, it comes right back. It's so entertaining. How can you not love football?
High school football especially. These guys are playing hard out there.
Fans, for your continued support this season. We look forward to seeing you throughout
34-26 the score here. We'd like to thank you again for tuning in with us. Whether you've been here since the first snap or came on just a couple minutes ago, we're happy to have you with us. Colin Chrissy, Adam Peterzak, and the rest of the CNET crew. We thank you for tuning in.
Our crew has been fantastic this entire game, before the game. They're going to be great all season.
You'll have another chance to see us next Friday, September 12th.
For the Keller kickoff.
Here we go, the kickoff coming. So a touchdown for State High, unable to get the extra point, but you are still down by one score, but your life gets a little harder now. In 3 minutes and 39 seconds with 2 timeouts, you have to get a stop on defense, you have to get a touchdown, and you have to get the 2-point conversion. We'll see if they're able to do it here.
Look at the defense for Harrisburg. They're expecting onside kick. We'll see. Nope,
Markowski will not onside it again. This one will travel into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Harrisburg will get it. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And again, the only reason why they didn't go for the onside kick there was because they already used it earlier. So you kick it off deep and you hope you get some stops, get the ball back. But again, only one timeout because of the 2 that they had to take earlier.
Well, we'll see what happens here. State High will be going on defense. They need a stop.
You know what? Turnovers have been plenty too, so you never know.
Michael Shank Jr. does have an interception thrown in this game. State High will see if they can force another one. And with 3:39 left in this game, it is a one-score game now. State College down 34-13 at one point, has added 13 of their own on and made it 34-26. 1st and 10, Shank takes a snap, hands it off, that's Dent. Gets to about the 24-yard line, that'll be a 4 or 5 yard gain.
And State High's fans are getting loud, wishing their defense on to get a stop.
2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Now by the time they snap it, we'll be around the 250 mark.
State High going to drain as much clock as they can here. They're going to look to keep the line moving, get these crucial first downs, and get out of here with a win. 3 minutes left here in the 4th. One-score game.
State High crowd in the box looking for a run.
Hands it off. That is Dent again. Breaks away and goes down at about the 32-33 yard line.
And that's
Gain of
all
8.
but over.
Cougars with first and
We'll
10
see
at the
because
32.
let's see here.
It'll be
We
a
do the
first
math.
and 10 from the 32.
With the one timeout, State High could get the ball back, but there's not going to be a whole lot of time left.
Tackle for State High.
I really admired the fight of both of these teams, though. Even when State High's been down, they haven't been demoralized. They've come back. And then the 13-0 deficit we've talked about earlier from Harrisburg.
They've been working hard this game. When they've been down, but they've been not out, and they've come all the way back to make this a one-score game. You got to give State High credit for that at least. First and 10 from the 32. Another handoff. That's Dent once again. He'll get it to about the 35-yard line. Gains a couple on that one.
Yep, only 2 yards, so that's a good start.
Trace Brennan on the tackle for State
Clock
College.
continues to run, now under the 2-minute mark.
Does State High have 2 timeouts? I've been saying they've had 1.
Gain of
They had
2
1 on the
second
scoreboard
and
here for the longest time, but they actually have 2, so that's on me, folks.
Hey, you're all good, man. This is the first broadcast, and we're all learning together, and we're all
I'll blame the
getting into
scoreboard
a groove.
operator, though.
Yes, trust me, and I have been there working those scoreboard operations. I know how crucial it is to get things right. So, anyways, minute 20 left.
So if they can get a stop, this is when they're going to take the timeouts.
2nd and 8 from the 34. A handoff again to Dent. He's going to get past the 40. That's going to be a first down.
They're going to have a hold here,
Princeton
though.
Dent on the carry
That would have
for
iced the game, but
Harrisburg.
now that the hold is there, that'll come back.
Flag on the play.
Kellen Williams makes the tackle.
The Harrisburg sideline is not happy.
Offense, number 74.
And that's Kevin Brown, the Penn State commit.
Tough penalty for Kevin Brown. Not happy. And with 1:09 left.
And you mentioned earlier, football runs in his family. His dad played football at West Virginia, so talented kid. Makes a big mistake there, though.
Made a big mistake, and you knew it. You saw him toss the towel on the sideline, looking frustrated with himself. But
You know what, though? It happens. If you're an offensive lineman, it'll happen. You'll have holds. No one wants them to happen, but that's how you learn.
you got to give offensive linemen credit. That is one of the toughest positions
Oh,
to play in
absolutely.
football. Now in the NFL, they have the Protector of the Year award. Finally,
They should.
recognize them. As Shank takes a snap, he'll hand it off. And Dent goes down.
Princeton
just past the
Dent on
25-yard
carry for
line.
Harrisburg.
First timeout used, or second timeout used, excuse me.
State High,
First of there, too.
as Colin says, will use their second timeout. So 34-26, a minute 3 left in this game. State High now down to 1 timeout left.
Timeout. Stake out.
So it'll be what, how long? 3rd and 14? Something like that?
Most likely 3rd and 14 we're looking at when we are back from this timeout. This has been a wild one tonight.
Oh, for sure. I mean, just when you think the game's going to be out of hand for State High, it goes the other way. And then just when you thought Harrisburg was going to blow them out, didn't happen. So, yeah, I mean, this is why you stick around. Got to give the credit to the fans here today. Almost all of them has stayed this far. Even though there's only 1 minute left in the fourth quarter here, they are locked in on some high-quality football here in State College.
This is going to be a big minute here. 3rd and 14
It's
from the
third
28.
down.
So if you can get a stop, it'll take maybe 4 or 5 seconds. It should leave you with around 58 seconds or something like that. 58, 59 if you can take your time out right away.
Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 14. Harrisburg looking to get a first down and get out of here with a win. Shank takes a snap, hands it off. That's Dent. Dent's got room to run. He's going to get to the 40.
Princeton
But
Dent
not
on
enough
the
for a
carry.
first down.
Maximilian makes the tackle.
Once again,
Timeout.
Well, that
Stake out.
that'll be State High's 3rd and final timeout with 56 seconds left on the clock.
so they will get the ball, and they will have a chance here. That's all you could ask for. Give them a chance, right?
Give them a chance. As
Now,
we're gonna,
real quick,
let's stay here. Let's not step away. Let's stay here.
So
Let's
say-
stay here and build this up.
I was going to say, real quick, this is a 4th and 2, right? From around the 42. So I mean, maybe you have a fake, maybe you have a play here. Wow, the Harrisburg sideline is fired up. But, yeah, I mean, you have a play here. Maybe if you can get 2 yards, the game is over, right? So, I mean, punting gives State High a chance. Not a high chance, but a chance. Icing the game, you know, gets you to win. So, you know, you have a risk reward because if you don't get it, you give them great field position. So, certainly a choice here for Harrisburg to have to make.
And we'll see what they decide here as the timeout going to be coming to an end real soon for State High, who, like I said, we have to give them credit. Down 34-13 earlier, they have battled back to make this a one-score game and give us this chaotic possibility of a great call here in the final minute. Final seconds, that is. 56 seconds left on the clock.
Now they're going for it, but remember, they tried the pooch punt earlier. Didn't go so well.
It's 4th and 2 from the 40. We'll see what they have in store for us here.
Crowd getting into it.
Shank takes a snap, hands it off. That's Dent. Does he get past the line? State College doesn't think he does. And he does not. The wrist does not work in Harrisburg's favor. State College gets the ball back with favorable field position. No timeouts in 51 seconds, but you're past midfield and you've got a chance to get back in the end zone and tie this game up.
This game was 7-6 last year. Way more points this year. Still a one-score game, and it's going to go down to the wire.
Harrisburg and State High giving us the fireworks. We've got 51 seconds left.
I mean, this is what it's all about.
This has been a fun one. Well, we hope you all have enjoyed it as much as we have. Colin, Chrissy, Adam, Peter, Zach, we're having a blast up here. And this game ain't over yet. Let's see what we've got in store here with the final 51 seconds left. All right,
this is where you cannot afford to run it, though.
Connor Kolka is out there. He's got Sheffy to his right. Takes the snap. Throws it to the right side. That's Code, who gets out of bounds, does his job.
It's a great play right there.
48 seconds left. Sets up a second and more manageable.
It's a great play. 7 yards and out of bounds.
Second and 3. That is exactly what you ask for out of that play. Throw to the left side to your receiver, gain of 7, get out of bounds, 48 seconds, and you've got a 2nd and 3. But we know they won't be running the ball because you have no timeouts here. That would be very tough to manage if you're State High.
Well, the clock will stop momentarily after a first down, but even you're right, though.
Kolka takes a snap, drops back. He's going to hit Sheffy. Sheffy breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and gets out of bounds near the 30.
Wow. If he doesn't break those 2 tackles, he doesn't get out of bounds, the clock is running, and he gets a first down. This is high-quality high school football right now.
It looked like they could possibly have lost some yards there, but the nice running ability from Sheffy gets them the first down, and he gets out of bounds again. Only 8 seconds taken off the clock there. 40 seconds and a first down for State High. Let's see what they do here. Snap to Kolka. Moves to the right side. He's keeping it himself, and he's going to get out of bounds just beyond the 25. The line keeps moving.
On the run.
So the thing that they did there was Harrisburg had 2 over Daimir Code. They said, we're not going to let Daimir Code beat us, right? So they had a corner and a safety over him. And that meant when he went to look for Code down the field, he wasn't going to be there. But because they had 2 on him, he had a lane to run, and he gets a few yards and out of bounds.
34 seconds to go. It's a 2nd and 6. They're going to be going from the 24-yard line. State College doing everything right on this drive so far. We'll see what Kolka can dial up here. Takes the snap. Moves. He fires down the right side. He's got a man. And he stays in bounds. That's Demir Code.
Code with the biggest catch of the season by far. And now inside the 5.
A big first down. And they're in the red zone. Got out of bounds again. 29 seconds on the clock. And a timeout. It looks like a timeout.
Yeah, Jake Lukak was down after the play.
Oh, not a timeout. We have an injury. That is Jake Lukak on the ground. And the stadium goes silent here briefly. We're going to step away. We'll be back to finish this one up right after this. We're back from Memorial Field, and we are getting into the chaotic stages of this one, folks. 29 seconds left on the clock. No timeouts left for State High, but they are in the red zone. First and goal on the Harrisburg 4-yard line. Man in motion to the left. Kolka takes a snap, moves to his left side, fires it. It's caught! Touchdown, State High!
The pass is complete to Max Vendavia for a State.
They have come back to make it a 2-point game.
How can you not get goosebumps from that? This has been an amazing, amazing football game. Our first broadcast of the year, and the freshman with a big touchdown here.
Harrisburg calls time.
Now, remember what I mentioned, that missed PAT is huge because a PAT would tie the game now, but now State High has to call their best 2-point play. If they don't get it, the game is most likely over. If they do get it, it looks like we might be headed to overtime.
Just when you thought we'd be talking about a blowout here in the fourth quarter, State High with some tricks up their sleeve and a comeback not complete yet, but they are right there, one play shy of tying this game up.
So one thing that we have not seen a whole lot of was Furmanek. Now, Furmanek was used in the red zone. Remember what I was talking about the boxing analogy with the different rounds? This fourth quarter has decisively gone to State College. The first and the fourth to State College, the second and the third to Harrisburg, and now a 2-point play to decide the game.
This could be it, folks. A 2-point play to decide it, as Colin said. 25 seconds left. That won't matter here. State High's got to get in the end zone. Kolko runs out. He finds his man. Is he in? The ball goes out. He is. He's in. State High has tied it.
That was so close. They ran the exact same play that they ran for the touchdown, just a sprint out to the right. And my goodness, if he doesn't stick out that ball, this game is over.
Your score with 25 seconds left.
25 seconds left. We are tied at 34.
34.
This is unbelievable.
Can you believe what we just saw? And the quote, Al Michaels, do you believe in miracles? Yes.
Yes.
All right, and again, now this is when it benefits you to have a kicker who can kick it out of the end zone, right? No threat of a return, and force them to be back at their own 20. And the fans are getting their money's worth here. They don't have to pay a whole lot, but my goodness, are they getting their money's worth.
We have 25 seconds on the clock. We could be headed for overtime, but let's see what happens in the final moments here. Harrisburg with 1 timeout left, State High with 0. And State High is going to be punting this one, or kicking.
Can I compliment your calls on that one, partner? That touchdown, a 2-point conversion. I mean.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And your add-ons tonight with the color commentary, dude, we've been in sync. You'd think.
I know. You think we've been doing this for years.
You'd think we're Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth later this year in the Super Bowl, but.
Oh, does NBC have the game?
NBC has it. Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara.
All right. Look at that.
Harrisburg's got some knees down.
Yeah,
it looks like we have an injured player down near the end zone.
Is that? Oh, yeah, you're right. Can't see who that is. We have an injury down there.
Yeah.
I still don't even know buttons. I just figured out what these buttons were.
And who is that?
The crowd applauding. It looks like he's going to. It was a State High injury, actually.
Oh, is that?
16, that was who had the reception to set up the touchdown.
That was Max, right? Yeah.
That was indeed.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he's being helped off the field there. His
And
helmet's
we hope
off.
he's okay.
I mean,
But you got to give him credit for how clutch
Yeah.
he was in that final drive
if he doesn't
to even set up this moment.
if he doesn't throw his body on the line, this game is effectively over, but he does. And you already know that's the stuff that your teammates love to see. Willing to do anything it
Fans,
takes
is
to
time
win a game.
Please stand as one for the Keller kickoff.
And it's time for the kickoff here. 25 seconds on the clock.
And back deep is Dillard, who had that big touchdown earlier.
Markowski will send it away. Dillard back to receive.
Kick it out of the end zone here. That's what you got to do.
Here we go. Now we're going to be sent in the end zone. Touchback. Harrisburg will get it from the 20, first and 10.
Markowski's kickoff is into the end zone for a touchback.
And with only
Harrisburg
one
will have
timeout
first and
left,
10
we'll
at the
see what the
Cougars'
game
20.
plan is here.
I know there's 25 seconds left, and, you know, the end of this game is going to be something, but the atmosphere in this place, how beautiful the stadium is, the bands, just exactly what you look for from high school football.
State College in general is such a beautiful place.
Oh,
You know,
completely
I
underrated.
spent the summer up here, and I could not have been more amazed with how great of a time I had experiencing this place. With only having 1 year of this campus as a student so far, really getting to experience it. As here we go.
And they take a
And
knee.
they're going to kneel it, and we are headed for bonus football, folks.
Michael Shank
Overtime
takes the
from
lead.
State College coming your way.
What a game.
Harrisburg 34, State High 34. We've got bonus football coming up right after this.
After 4 quarters of play.
We welcome you back to Memorial Field in what has been, my goodness, I can't even put it into words what this second half has been. But we have overtime right now.
Yeah, so State College won the coin toss here and elected to go on defense first.
Yes. So Harrisburg will get the ball.
And the reason why you go on defense first is so you know how many points you have to score to either tie the game or win the game. So it's definitely a benefit to win the coin toss in the first overtime.
So we did our research before we came back on. Do they both get a possession?
They both get a possession, yeah. So there's going to be rotating possessions starting from the 10, I believe.
It looks like there is no time on the clock, so it is like
Untimed, yeah.
college football overtime with 0 minutes.
Yeah, so it's first and goal from the 10, essentially.
Oh, wow. I did not realize they get it first and goal. I thought it was a whole kickoff thing, but here we go. Crowd getting into it now, as they should. Some big moments coming up here.
And this is why you're tuning in. Let's go.
It'll be first and 10 from the 10 for Harrisburg. They start with the ball.
You got to look for Elias Koch here at the bottom in man coverage.
This place is rocking. That'll be Lewis taking the ball himself. Lewis was lined up at quarterback, and he gets in.
When Lewis has the ball in his hand, it looks way too easy for Harrisburg.
And Harrisburg, one play is all it takes, and they're back in front. It's 40-34.
And again, they're going for 2 because of the kicking woes. So we'll see what they do. I would think maybe you look for Dent here. I mean, they've been able to run the ball so efficiently. But again, Williams has had the ball a lot, and when he has the ball in his hands, good things happen. So who knows? A lot of options.
So Harrisburg will go for 2 here. Lewis again lined up in the back, lined up under center. It'll be Dent in the backfield. And Lewis takes it himself again. He's going to go toward the right side, and he's going to get in with ease. And Harrisburg adds on 2 more. 42-34 the lead now. And now it'll be State College's turn.
Yeah, so this is the 3rd time they've run quarterback sweep with the running back being the lead blocker, and they just cannot stop Jayon Lewis. And they made it look way too easy on both of those plays.
Like we've talked about so much tonight, the versatility of these players. Jayon Lewis was the quarterback for Harrisburg versus State High last year in that 7-6 game, and you've seen him under center so many times tonight, able to help out Harrisburg get so many crucial points.
Well, forget 7-6, right? 42-34 right now. And of course, now it's State High's turn to try and answer back.
Harrisburg's got their score from last year times 6.
Crazy.
So now State High will get it from the 10. Kolka takes a snap, hands it off. It's Sheffy who goes down.
Deontay Sheffy on the carry.
He got around 3.
It'll be 2nd down.
That's Deontay Sheffy. And I mean, I think in these situations, and I've just heard Coach Saban talk about this the other day, you got to think players over plays. And for me, that means you got to get the ball. So obviously, Sheffy just had the ball there. But I look to see Code get the ball here. And maybe an underrated part of his game, maybe Kolka carries the ball himself.
8 yards to get for State High. They need 8 points to keep this game going. Sheffield take it up the middle, and he's not going to get much of anywhere.
Yeah, maybe one too many times. And like I said, I mean, if you watched the film from last week, Harrisburg was getting gashed on the ground by Bishop McDivitt, but they've done a much better job against the run today, even with a good running back like Dante Sheffy. So
it is 3rd down now for State High. They've got 2 chances left here to punch one in. And like I said, down by 8 points, they need to replicate what they did to send this game to overtime.
So you got 3 over 2 on the right side. That's why they're motioning out Lukak. You got 1-on-1 up top.
Kolka takes it. He fires it. It's caught! It's caught! State High finds the end zone!
It's Furmanek.
It's Fulmanek!
All right, so here's the 2-point play, right?
This is once again for the game.
Now, I was expecting Furmanek to get the ball earlier on a 2-point play, but he hasn't gotten it yet. I don't know what you do here. I think the running game has been stifled, at least in the second half. Lining up Code out wide is a pretty tough throw. So maybe you just try some sprint out pass, try and get it to one of your playmakers like they did earlier.
State High calls time. Going to talk this one over and figure out what the plan is. It is 42-40 Harrisburg.
I like getting the ball to Jake Lukak here, your tight end. I mean, he's a big weapon for you. He's a big target, and I think that's what you got to go to here. Got to go someone you trust to make a play, and I think Lukak, the senior, is one to target.
Harrisburg scored their touchdown on one play. It took one play for Lewis to get in the end zone, and then he took in the 2-point conversion himself to make it an 8-point game. It took State College 3 to find the end zone, and now they have the crucial 2-point conversion to run here. This is for the game. If State College converts, the game continues. If they miss, Harrisburg walks out of here with a victory.
That's right. And don't forget, like we said earlier, one-score game last year. State College remembers that. All these guys were on that team for the most part last year, so they remember this.
Regardless of how this ends, this has been a game.
Oh, what a game. What a great first broadcast, too. I mean, this is awesome.
This has me not wanting to leave the press box and stay here till next Friday, but here
absolutely.
we go. For the game, Kolka takes it. Moves himself. He's got room. Is he in? He is in. The two-point conversion's good, and this game continues on.
Kolka, what a play. I talked to you about his feet. His reads were not there, and he made a cut, lowered his shoulder, and got in the end zone. That's a sophomore quarterback right there. Connor Kolka, ice in his veins.
And we play another round of overtime.
Now this time State High starts with the ball again. Or starts with the ball for the first time, excuse me.
So State High's offense going to stay on the field. Harrisburg's defense hoping to force a different result here from last time after how that one went.
I mean, there's a chance this game could reach 50 points. Crazy, crazy considering last year was 7-6.
What a turn of events, as we've said. Whether you've been here with us from right now or the first snap, we thank you. Colin Chrissy, Adam Peterzak, Ben Barker on graphics, the CNET crew. Happy to have you with us for what has been a thriller.
Yeah, our crew is fantastic. They're just as shocked as we are about the result of this game. Just when you thought it was over, State High kept clawing back, and if they could snatch victory from the jaws of defeat in this game, they are going to be fired up, not able to go to bed tonight.
You got the Chiefs and Chargers tonight. You got Penn State tomorrow. You got NFL on Sunday. This has been the start of a fantastic football weekend. But let's see what State High does here. Kolka takes the snap, rolls out himself to the right. He's got a man who goes down.
That was Lukac.
That
he got
is
a couple
Lukac.
yards. I like that, though. I like I said, I like to get your ball on the guy who you can trust, who's reliable. You just got stopped, and that happens.
It'll be second down.
Gain of 2 on the play. It's second down.
2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for State High here in the second stage of this chaotic overtime.
Now, if either team can get it to 4th and long, that benefits State High. They have a good field goal kicker, whereas Harrisburg, that's maybe their one biggest weakness on their team. State High taking their time. 5 on the play clock.
5 seconds to go here. They gotta take the snap quick. Just as the play clock expires, Kolka to Sheffy, who doesn't go much of anywhere.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them take the timeout. I know why they didn't, but everything was kind of out of sorts there, timing-wise. So, yeah, now you're looking at a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down, no gain, so 3rd and 8 for State High. They got 2 plays to get something in, or they risk the chance of giving it back to Harrisburg, who could win the game themselves. 3rd and 9 here. So we were wrong. It was a loss of 1, but Kolka takes a snap. He fires across the middle. It is deflected. That pass was intended for Lukac, but it's deflected.
Rick Brown almost ended the game, at least for the most part. If he had that interception, all they would have needed was 1 score, and the game would have been over, but he's not able to make the play. But again, this is what I was saying. Advantage State High when it comes to kicking field goals. But what this means now is if you get this, you need a big stop.
So 4th and 9, these are the 4th downs you go for, whether you're kicking it or throwing it. And we've got Markowski out to try and add 3 on for the Little Lions. Snap good, hold good, the kick is up and through!
All right, now you need
State
a stop.
High, for the first time since it was 13-0, is in the lead.
Harrisburg 42.
And now Harrisburg will take over. Little bit of an easier opportunity here for the Cougars. You're down 3. Instead of having to get 7, you only need 3. Of course, you want 7 to end this thing, but only 3 needed to keep the game going.
Well, you need to do something about Lewis in this situation. I mean, he has been absolute weapon for Harrisburg, and he's been kryptonite for this State High defense. So, I mean, if you can stop Lewis, this is where you have a chance.
I might not have a voice at Beaver Stadium tomorrow, but you know what? This is worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Sign up for this all day.
45-42 State High in front.
And it is going to be Lewis.
Harrisburg's offense back out there. It's Jayon Lewis under center again. Takes the snap, takes off himself, running toward the right side, trying to get in. The ball's out!
Ooh.
The ball's out!
Yeah, hit the ground.
They ruled it down.
Oh, they called the game.
That's a touchdown. Jayon Lewis is in.
Oh, I don't know about
Harrisburg
that.
has won it.
For Harrisburg.
On the field, the ball broke the plane and the goal line before the bubble. Touchdown, Harrisburg.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. The State High coaching staff will absolutely be talking to the refs about this one, but it's looking like this one is over.
Oh, my God, and of course it was going to
And
end
that's
like
the
that.
game. Harrisburg holds on. The winning touchdown by Jayon Lewis.
Whoever had the ball last was going to win. I mean, of course it was going to end like this. This was a heavyweight bout. Pennsylvania football. My goodness.
So your final tonight in 2 overtime periods. Harrisburg 45, State College 40, Harrisburg 48, State College 45. I can't even remember the score. That's how crazy this one has been.
And the star of the game has got to be Jayon Lewis. I mean,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Next Friday to take on Cumberland Valley.
Well, we'll be here next Friday.
Absolutely, we will be. Well, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight for this chaotic, crazy football game.
A safe trip home.
Colin Chrissy, Adam Peterzak, Ben Barker on graphics, the amazing CNET crew. We're signing off, but we'll see you next week. Thank you for an amazing night, and we'll see you next time.